down leg, he'll go for it. Now maybe that's what that fielder's there to cover.
And that's a wide.
Now Mo only actually faced 9 balls in that entire first 50 runs odd, so he's still going along 11 off 9. But
watching that partnership.
Oh, yes, it's given out. He's walked
off and Khan
edge. Well bowled, keeper up. That was well taken. It was a quickish delivery, edged.
Great ball that, and suddenly the scorecard's starting to look a bit more favourable towards USRC.
That bit like what's going up in HKCC. 2 quick wickets falling now for KCC. That brings them to 56 for the loss of 2 after 6.2. USRC fighting back.
As I was saying, I think that opening partnership took me back to one of my favourite movies, Trading Places, where I thought Atco became Mo for a second there.
Yeah, well, he was taking the lead, and then with Path coming in, Mo was looking to take the lead for KCC.
But
faint edge.
That was a Jaffa, well taken by the keeper, standing up. And good on Mo. This looks like Simo's coming up back. It usually is 2 down. Yep, that is Simondeep coming out.
He had a very good T20 campaign, did Singh, batting with Baba many times. Big partnerships that eventually KCC went on to win in a canter. Actually, that was a very comprehensive win in the final of the Premier League T20. But now we've moved to the Gencor Premier League 50 over format. USRC pegging 2 wickets back. Even if I may say so, even the 50 over Gencor Premier League final was KCC won in a bit of a canter, bit of a one-sided affair that as well up at Hong Kong Cricket Club. And I was looking at the table of that the previous tournament, and HKCC were finished before the final on top of the ladder, with more wins than KCC. But I guess an upset, you could call it, and the second place team wins the final with ease. We'll see how this season goes. This is the first day of the Gencor Premier League one-day format. KCC 56 for 2. Full.
Yep.
Well played.
USRC should have their heads up now, tails up.
I remember calling it the Bubba Show back in the T20, but at the moment it's the Khan Show for USRC. Takes the catch and also takes the wicket. Everywhere man, number 22.
That age-old saying in cricket, 1 brings 2.
Oh, that was an edge between keeper and slip.
Oh, lucky that for Simondeep Singh. Unlucky for Khan. Great ball. Got the edge and went right between keeper and slip.
They've got a keeper up at the stumps. I think if the keeper was back on that one,
would have been a regulation take.
Would have been a regulation take. It's the downside of keeping up to the stumps. It went in between. They got a first slip in a bit of a gully. Khan's obviously getting the ball to move around a bit. That's the second edge we've seen in this over alone, causing the batters some difficulty.
Well played that by Path. Full face of the bat.
On ball left of this Khan over. Path Bhagwat on strike.
That is a brilliant over by Khan. Got the wicket. Asked a few good questions of Simondeep Singh.
First over went for 10 with no wicket. Second over 1 for the loss for 2 runs. Great over. That's what USRC needed. Get back in the game. Put some pressure back on KCC. KCC now 57 for the loss of 2 after 7. These two at KCC are going to now need to build a partnership after the 2 openers have been removed.
He needs to consolidate that start.
Solwan continuing. This will be his 4th over. So far 3 overs, 1 wicket for 27.
Keeper's back up to the stumps.
Just the 1 slip. Obviously, there's a bit of gust around, and the ball's moving around, causing the batters some problems. That was short. No problems there for Singh. Soban in again. Bit fuller this time,
Bit
left
fuller.
outside off.
I think that's what Khan might have just had a word with him and might have just told him to keep it up a little bit more. Ball seems to be moving.
Causing batters and keepers and people in slip some difficulties as the ball is getting the edge. Batters looking to get it off the middle. No big strikes Atkinson style yet. Just seeing the first few deliveries in. Leaving it outside off again.
It's a lot better from Soban.
It's been a real pivot. After the first 5 overs, KCC all over it. USRC had no idea what to do, how to stop it. 2 quick wickets, and now all of a sudden, yes, USRC looking on top. Pressure's on the batters.
And suddenly the bowlers are landing it in all the right places and the momentum seems to have shifted.
Again, good length, left outside off.
So you're hearing the fielders a lot more.
Indeed.
A lot more vocal, a lot more noisy out there.
A couple of wickets and everybody's up. Soban again, fuller this time.
Ooh. Seemed to have stopped on Simo. That seemed to have been a lot further through with the shot before the ball got onto the bat.
USRC hoarding the offside, 4 players inside the circle, catching positions and to stop any balls running to the boundary. Being a short boundary out there at the moment. It's just a grind, a war of attrition between bowler and batter. Last delivery of the Soban over. Full. Bowled him! Yes! Straight through the gate.
Straight through the gap, yep.
Big Yorker. The stumps have lit up. That was a great delivery and a great over again. The pressure's back on KCC. That's the 3rd wicket to fall. Singh out for 1 off 7. KCC 53 off 8 overs.
Simo seems to have just missed that. The ball may have just nipped in a bit.
It was full.
Don't see that too often happening to Simandeep Singh. But that ends a beautiful over from Soban again. Was that?
That'll be his 2nd wicket. He'll be 2 for 27 off 4.
And I believe that's a wicket maiden.
Yeah, could well be.
Yeah, that's a wicket maiden.
Pressure back on. I remember just talking when it was done for 55. Now it's 3 for 57.
How things can change in cricket.
Yeah.
Akin to boxing, when you have your opponent against the ropes.
And who's coming out now for KCC?
Ezaz Khan, former captain, Hong Kong stalwart, great all-rounder.
Now needing to form that partnership to steady the ship for KCC with 3 quick wickets falling.
He has got a good head on his shoulders. If you want anyone out there in a situation like this, it is Ezaz Khan.
It's the wise old man and the young fella, Parth Bhagwat, on strike. He's currently yet to get off the mark. Khan to continue after his wicket taking over before. Eight overs done. KCC 57 for the loss of 3 wickets. Khan continuing. Full. Well played by Parth, but no run there. Off the middle, that's what he wants. Yet to get off the mark though. 5 dots. Up the hill, Pakistan haven't lost another wicket. They're 63 for the loss of 2 after 17. Another dot ball. At the time we were questioning taking Ali off after his best over. He bowled 2, but
Yep.
It's inspired captaincy here, bringing Khan on from the opposite end. Wickets are now falling. He's got 1. Soban's got 2. Full. Well played. Still can't break the field. It's coming off the middle for Parth, but
Khan has got a lot more control. bowling to his field, bowling quite well. First over was a bit sporadic, but since then he's definitely got it together.
Foolish again, inside edge.
And that's part off the mark.
Have to run hard. Ooh. We booed because it was close, and we oohed because he got hit.
Yeah. Bit of both that.
Keep running, you don't stop. Going to cop the ball in the legs, so be it. Safe run, gets path off the mark, his first. And it brings Khan on strike for his first delivery. As is Khan, the wise head of KCC. Against Khan, Akbar bowling very beautifully at the moment. His third over, 2.4 so far, 1 for 13. 2 balls left in this over. Full outside leg,
Wide ball,
pulled wide. And that's something we haven't seen since the first couple of overs, is the extras. They were spraying them a lot in the first 3 overs, but that's the first extra I've seen in a while. Just drifted down leg. Wasn't too far off being correct. And again, re-bowling. On the hip. No run.
Seems to be attacking Izaz on the body here. Tried that with the previous ball.
Final delivery. Khan's over. Full.
Ooh.
That's the end of the over. KCC 59 for the loss of 3 after 9.
Another great over that by Khan. Another just 2 runs off that as well. And that brings Soban back into the attack. Yep.
Bowling Soban through. This will be his 5th over. Currently 2 for 27 off his 4. Leading wicket taker for USRC. Parth Bhagwat on strike. He got off the mark last over. On 1 at the moment. Soban in. Shortish. He's managed to pick the gap.
That is a beautiful shot.
Again, 4 fielders on the off there, and he's picked the gap straight through to the boundary. 4 runs. That's the way.
As nonchalant as you like that.
Yep. I don't know how he picked that gap. I didn't see that there was a gap, but all of a sudden it's a 4 runs. 2 fielders, maybe 10 metres apart, but 1 back, 1 forward. Just managed to slice it through.
Beautiful shot that from Parth.
It was deliberate, outside off, straight to the boundary for 4. Much needed boundary for KCC. Short again.
Ooh.
On the legs. They've got protection down there, deep leg.
That came off the under edge of the bat, inside edge. Probably looking to hit that over mid wicket.
I feel if he'd been in a bit longer and maybe a little older, that was going in the swimming pool, but just pulled down it a bit, got a under edge, trickled down to the
brings Izaz on to face Soban for the first time this morning. Is he going to attack his stumps?
Short again.
Short, and yep.
There's no fielder there. That's gone all the way. Came straight off the middle. 4 runs.
Great shot that from Izaz.
That's how to get off the mark. First runs for Aziz Khan.
Great control along the ground all the way.
Again, they've only got 3 out on the leg side. There's not a lot of coverage. So if you can bowl it anywhere on leg stump, you're going to risk a boundary every time. And it was short. Plenty of time for Khan to eye it, get it in the middle of the bat, off to the playground. One short again,
short
exactly.
Ball, once again, Izaz has dispatched that, and that's probably running away to the boundary as well.
4 runs. Soban continues to bowl it short. It's going to get dispatched on that leg side with no coverage.
There's absolutely no cover there. There's 3 fielders. There's huge gaps between all of them, and I would have liked to see him attack the stumps, keep it full the way he bowled to Simo.
Well, that's interesting because he bowled a Yorker to Singh. Middle stump lit up. Yet this over has been short. 2 balls left in the Soban over. Full this time.
And there's full. Beautifully played.
Well played. There was coverage down there. They brought the player up, but makes it all the way to the boundary. 4 runs again. That was the ball we were talking about. The Yorker length, but it was on leg and it was just trickled around the corner.
Very well handled that by Azaz.
Yeah.
Knowing the fielders up, trickled it fine.
It went fast. It didn't have much hope not being on the boundary for that one. 4 runs. That's back-to-back boundaries for Khan. He's up to 12. 3 boundaries, I should say. This over.
And he's started much the same as Atco. 4-4-4.
Yes, indeed. No running today. Final ball of the Soban over. That's a better length.
Well played, well handled. Great ball.
End of the over. That's 10 overs done. KCC 76 for the loss of 3.
Could that be the end of Soban's first spell?
He's bowling very well. You'd like to think that you bring him back on at the end if they need to, but maybe they're looking to pressure and.
Power play.
Again.
A second power play still underway here.
Still only 2 out, both behind square again.
Second.
Khan continuing. His 4th over.
So
Currently 1 for 14.
hard to say who'd be happier of the two here. 76 for 3 after the first 10. End of the first power play. I think USRC would have liked the fact that they picked up 3 wickets.
Full.
Ooh, well played that from Path.
Coming off the middle. There was a run given for every time he could pick a fielder out after hitting it off the middle. He'd be up to about 20 by now, but Path is on 6 from 11 balls. Shorter this time, defended by Path. Another wicket has fallen up on the hill. Luke Jones has taken his 2nd wicket. Pakistan Association Cricket Club, after 18 overs, are 67 for 3, going along at 3.72 and over. Back here at KCC. KCC are 7.35 still. That's again off the middle, but straight back to the bowler. I feel like if Bhagwat can just find a gap in the field, he's going to start scoring because he's hitting the ball beautifully. Good length
Well
again.
played that. Khan has been bowling tremendously here. Since the end of his first over, he's been on the money every ball.
Full again.
Oh,
There's the
that's a
gap
great
that
shot.
Path's been looking for. Straight off the middle, runs to the boundary for 4.
Great drive from Path.
Stop running. It's all over. That was the one. He's been looking at it, he's been prodding, he's been finding the middle of the bat, but just not able to find the gap at that time. Flew away to the boundary for 4.
Just gonna want to He likes it.
That moves KCC along to 80. Path up to 10. 2 4s in his 10. Good start for the young fella. USRC now putting an extra fielder in that position to stop the cover drive. Khan again. Shorter, well defended. Dot ball. Good comeback after being hit to the boundary. That's the end of Khan's over. He's bowled 4. 1 for 18. KCC after 11 overs. 80 for the loss of 3 wickets. We'll see what USRC does here. They're going to... No, they're bringing... It looks like they're bringing Ali, who opened the bowling from the commentary tent end, has now moved to the other end, replacing Soban, who bowled 5 overs. Soban might have been a little expensive off his 5 overs. He went 2 for 44 on 2 wickets. But those 2 wickets, vitally important for USRC. So he's having a rest, and Ali will come on from the other end. Aziz Khan will be on strike. Currently 12 off 6 balls. All 12 coming from boundaries. He's hit 3 fours at a strike rate of 200. Keeper is not up to the stumps for Ali because he's far too quick for that. Here he comes from the other end. Quick. Oh, it's guided straight down to me. In the commentary tent, I get hit by a cricket ball, and that's 4. Well played by Aziz Khan. I prefer not to get hit in the shin, but it's okay. It hit my bag first. Well played, guided down, straight off the middle. 4 runs. And that's the 4th 4 for Aziz Khan. He moves along to 16 off 7, strike rate of 229. Thank you very much. Beautiful shot. Ali will have to adjust his line and length. There's quite a breeze coming across the ground from the training nets across to the swimming pool now. Doesn't seem to be causing the batters any issues at the moment. Maybe for the bowlers, trying to get their line and length correct. Ali in again. Again, short, outside off, left, this time called wide by the umpire. Ali has his hands on his hips. Bit of a look of disgust at that being called a wide, but he will need to re-bowl it. Good little partnership being formed between Parth Bhagwat and Aziz Khan now, after the loss of 3 wickets in a row. Now into the 12th over. Ali in again. Shortish, got the edge, it's caught, it was hit straight to first slip. Easiest of catches, well bowled. It was a bit of a nothing shot there from Aziz Khan. Gets the edge, well taken at first slip. Ali finally gets his wicket. That takes KCC 85 for the loss of 4 wickets. That was a similar delivery to the one before that was called wide, a little closer, obviously to the off stump. Had Aziz Khan prodding at it, poking at it, just getting the edge. First slip, straight into the mitts. Was never in doubt. First wicket for Ali Muhammad. He's now 1 for 22 off his 2.2. I just said that the KCC were forming a nice partnership, but now a new batter has to come out to the crease. Parth Bhagwat's out there already. He's on 10 for 16 and seems to have his eye in, but he's going to need partners as the day goes on. KCC can't afford to keep losing wickets. Only in the 12th over now, 4 down. Looks like looks like Carter's coming out to bat. Ali to continue. Full head of steam. Got his first wicket. Carter on strike. It's quick, it's short. It's played straight out through the point. That's 4. That's a good way to get off the mark. First ball, it was short. It was there to hit. And it went racing across towards the training nets. 4 runs. Takes Kowloon Cricket Club to 89 for the loss of 4 wickets. Ali in again. No. Gets his stride out of whack again. Dead ball. Second time we've seen that today. Just hasn't quite got his stride right. So he pulls out Chris Carter, the KCC wicketkeeper, facing Ali. Second delivery for Carter. First one went straight to the boundary. It's Fuller this time. Left outside off. Must have been close. Chico, you dropped out, went out for get some food, and we lost another wicket.
What happened? What have I missed?
You missed Aziz Khan nicking it to first slip off Ali. Well bowled. He's bowling quick.
It must have been quite a catch as well.
It was actually very regulation. It was the easiest of catches the first slip will ever take. It's gone straight into the belly.
It was a great shot from Chris to get off the mark, first ball.
It was a similar delivery to what Aziz Khan got out, but different strokes. One was just a prod at the ball. Chris has whacked it full this time, left outside off. That was quick.
That was quick. Ali is ramping it up here.
If that was on the middle stump, it might have caused Carter a few issues. Looks like Ali's enjoying bowling from the other end. He's got a wicket already. It's quick. Yeah, he's given away a boundary, but I think he looks more comfortable bowling from that end than he did when he opened the bowling back from this end. One ball left in the Ali over. Short again, dispatched, exactly the same shot, exactly the same spot. They did have a fielder there, but it was hit too fast, too hard. 4 runs for Carter. That brings it the end of the 12th over. KCC 93 for the loss of 4 wickets. Parth Bhagwat on 10. Chris Carter now on 8.
There's a lot of boundaries here this morning towards this 93. Carts as well. 2 great shots. See Khan continuing in the attack here. He's bowled very well this morning. 4 overs, 1 for 18. Ooh, that ball took off a good length. Well kept by the keeper. Ali hitting a great line here, keeping it outside off on a good length, asking questions, telling the batsman to play at it, looking for that edge again. Much the same as he did with Mo, as he got Zimo's edge that went between keeper and slip. Akbar's been keeping it on a great length here, keeping it right outside off stump. 3 balls all in the same area.
So far the star for USRC. Tight, good bowling, got a wicket already. What you did miss while you ducked out was me getting hit in the shin from a beautiful Aziz Khan 4. Ran straight into the commentary tent, bounced off my bag, into my leg. Had to do the fielding. I'm not as nimble
How
as
did that feel?
It was fine. If I'm limping, you'll know why. That's a good ball. It's beaten everybody.
It seems like an edge there.
What are we calling here?
Nope, that's a bye.
Nope, that's
Another
on the keeper.
great ball. That ball took off a good length, much like the first one as well. He has bowled all the right areas this over.
A bit of bounce.
I think a lot of the credit for the wickets that fell around should be given to Khan. He's kept it very tight on his end. And that's when you get bowling in partnerships.
Early this over, it's the first ball I'd seen Parth get beaten just for pace and length. He tried to get out there and block it, but the ball was too good, as was that last one. Beat everybody. Keeper got one glove on it to keep it just to a single.
Will he keep it in the same area of the cards?
Final delivery for Khan.
Yeah, very much so. Great over that from Khan. Great over that from Khan.
He's found his spot on the pitch. He knows where to bowl it, and it's just every delivery. Bang, bang, bang. That's the end of the 13th over. KCC 94 for the loss of 4 wickets. It's a grind now. USRC are putting the pressure on. They've got their quick bowlers.
Khan bowling his first maiden of the day.
That's 5 overs. He's taken a wicket and only 18 runs. Very tidy.
After going for 10 in the first.
Yep.
Those next 4 overs have been incredibly tidy.
4 overs, 8 runs and a wicket. I mean, it looks like a grind at the moment. We've been watching the last 5-6 overs and it doesn't seem there's occasional boundaries, but KCC still going at 7.23 and over. That's a good run rate for a 50 over match, but they need to bat it out. Still 37 overs left. Ali continuing. This will be his 4th over.
Coming steaming in there.
Again,
beaten for pace that from Parth.
That was so fast. Ali was grunting after he delivered it. Put everything into that delivery. Very quick. Left outside off.
This will be a good test for Parth.
Yep.
Genuine pace here.
He needs to hold his bat. Get through, grind through to at least another 10 overs. Keep the run rate ticking over. Ali again, full of steam. Again,
Short.
grunt, short, fast. Outside off left. Well, missed, to be honest. Very quick. But at the moment, apart from maybe getting an edge, I'm not sure why Bhagwat was dabbling his bat out there. That's how Aziz Khan got out, just by putting the bat out there and getting an edge through to slip. I feel like at one point Ali's going to put one right on Parth's toes here. He's bowling so quick, needs to challenge the batter. Ali in again. Short again, outside off.
Play that from Parth straight to the fielder. It's a bit of an update here for the viewers. South Africa have been bundled out for 255 and Australia have been forced to follow on. South Africa trail by 220. Will come out to bat shortly. It's going to be an interesting final day. I think they have about 70 overs they'll have to negotiate.
The Australians will have their tails up there. I don't think they can win that one.
They will. Test cricket at its finest.
Final day pitch. Not going to be pretty to be batting on. Good bowling lineup for Australia. We'll see what happens there. Ali again. First 3 deliveries have been short. What's this one? That's Fuller.
Well played. Well played from Parth.
Carter just practicing his defence shots at the non-strikers end. 2 more balls in the Ali over. Full this time, 2 full. It's been played
straight down the ground, and that might just run away.
I think it will go all the way. Yes, it is.
Away for 4. Beautiful shot.
Far too full from Ali. He was looking for the Yorker ball. I said he was going to try it, but it was too full, straight off the middle. It wasn't even a full-blooded shot. It was just a nice drive. Back down, past the bowler. 4 runs. That takes KCC to 98.
It's been that kind of morning for Ali. He's bowled good balls, and then he's given away one every over.
He was trying it.
But that was well handled by Parth. Well played.
He wanted the Yorker. But this knee-high full toss, easy to play. Well played. Sometimes they can trouble the batter, but not this time. Final delivery for Ali. Shorter this time.
Well played that from Parth. Much better from Ali as well.
That's it. End of the 14th over. KCC 98 for the loss of 4. We'll do an update from Taitam at the Hong Kong Cricket Club, Pakistan Association batting. 21 and a half overs gone up on the hill. 78 for 4. trickling along a similar rate to KCC. Every time KCC lose a wicket, PACC seem to lose a wicket. Their run rate's at 3.6 at the moment. 2 new batters in. Who's taking all the wickets? Let's pull that up and have a look. So 2 wickets for Luke Jones, 1 for Charlie Wallace and 1 for Adil. Sharing the wickets up on the hill. Now back to the KCC action.
Khan back at it.
Yep, this will be his 6th over. He's bowling through at the moment. That's full, play down.
Good single that.
Oh, well fielded.
Well fielded, good single, good all-round cricket.
Good pick up, one-handed throw it in, put the pressure on Carter for his single. It's the first loosish delivery we've seen from Khan. A full toss. He's been usually hitting his marks every delivery. That's the one,
And he's
right
back
there.
at it. Right back at it.
Tried the Yorker, didn't work. Back in line and length.
Go back to the tried and tested.
It's working. By far the best of the USRC bowlers this morning. Fuller this time. No run, dot ball. Khan in again. Fuller this time. It's wrapped him on the pads. Not out.
Probably going down leg. Getting some movement coming into the batsman there. Bowling his lines Fuller.
Was a Fuller delivery from his normal spot just outside off. Trouble, Parth Bhagwat. Slight delay. We're having a look at the ball. Umpire says the ball's fine. Go back and bowl it. Khan with 2 balls left of this 15th over. Shorter again. He's bowling very well.
He's consistently hitting that shorter good length area. Keeping the batsmen on their toes. Keeping them engaged.
Final delivery, that one's Fuller. Driven.
Straight background. Ali cleans it up.
End of the over. Another tidy over from Khan. KCC 99 for the loss of 4 wickets after 15.
Just a tad above 6 and over now.
KCC were going at 10s and 11s. It's slowly grinding down now under 7. Khan, mostly because of the bowling from Khan. He's bowled 6 overs. First over went for 10, but the next 5 have gone for 9 with a wicket. So it looks like he might bowl his 10 out at this rate. Keep the pressure on. Ali continuing. Be his 5th over from the opposite end from where he started. Here he comes in. Bowling quick at the moment.
Ooh, that stayed low.
It did stay low, didn't it?
Yeah,
it was quick and low. Carter was like...
Lucky for Carter that wasn't on the stumps. Could have asked a few questions of him there.
It was on the stumps and on the pads. It was definitely low enough to be given out. I expected that to rear up a bit, to be honest. Just stayed low. Ali again. Fuller, yeah, defended.
Well defended, well bowled from Ali there.
Yeah. That's the length he needs to look at. He's been bowling a bit too short too often.
If he can consistently keep it there, he is a very dangerous bowler. With his pace, a little movement off the deck and you
get it nipped back in.
Keepers in play,
yeah.
Slips in play, LBW, everything's in play. But we need him to be consistent. They need him to be consistent.
Ali again. Shorter this time. Defended. Another dot ball. USRC have climbed us back nicely after going for about 50 runs in the first 5 overs. The next 10 have yet to give 50 runs. KCC still 1 run away from notching up the ton. And again,
well played again, well bowled again. This is impressive from Khan. The question is, can he close this over out?
USRC now have 3 out on the boundary. They're 2 deep behind square, plus 1 at, I guess it's point on the boundary. There've been a lot of 4s going through that area, so it's not a bad spot to have coverage. And the bowlers so far are bowling to their field well. Another good delivery.
Ooh, that's too high.
Far too high.
That's too high.
You can see that from here. It's hit him in the thigh pad. Unless the wicket's at 4 foot tall, there's no way the umpire can give that one out. But don't ask, don't get.
Absolutely. You've got to ask the question.
Got to ask the question.
Got to ask the question. Especially out here when we're not playing with DRS, we don't have the third umpire.
Never know what can happen.
Never know. You never know.
Umpire might have been looking at his shoelaces and went, that seems fair. Not this time, far too high.
You, John Prakash is one of the better umpires that Hong Kong has.
For sure, and that was an easy decision. A little fuller from Ali might trouble Carter again.
Ooh, that stayed low as well.
And that's the end of the over. 16 done. Hong Kong 99 for the loss of 4.
And that's a maiden for Khan.
I think we're going to have some drinks. A quick drink break here at KCC after 16 overs.
What do you think, Aaron, at this stage of the game?
I
think USRC might be slightly happier of the two.
They will be after the last 10 overs.
Yeah, especially given the start that KCC got off to.
It will depend on this partnership, I think, between Carter and Bhagwat. If they can stay in, they've still got plenty of overs left. 34 overs. Almost got the ton up. 99 runs on the board. So they won't be too upset at the KCC 10.
And there's a lot of batting power to come, especially in the form of Waqas Bakat, head coach of the KCC, great player for Hong Kong cricket.
During the drinks break, the breeze has picked up, so I'm having to put the coat on. It's getting a bit cool in the commentary tent. Drinks breaks over. Welcome back to Kowloon Cricket Club. Aaron Bush here in the commentary tent, also joined by KCC legend Chico. We're going to continue here. Khan bowling through. This should be his 7th over. KCC 99 for the loss of 4 wickets. Khan bowling extremely well. 6 overs, 19 runs for 1 wicket. Here he comes. Full this time. Defended. Parth Bhagwat, the under-19 vice-captain for Hong Kong in the tournament in the Middle East. Looking very strong at the moment, his defence. He's on 14 of 33 balls. KCC wicketkeeper Chris Carter up the non-striker's end. He's on 9. Khan in again. Shorter this time, played onto the leg side. No run there. Another wicket has fallen up on the hill for Pakistan Association. They're now 89 for the loss of 5 wickets after 24.
Rag Kapoor getting in on the act, so every bowler I believe has got a wicket up there.
Must be close, sharing the love. Oh, Finn Ridley hasn't got a wicket, but everyone else has got one. Khan again. Defended.
Right back on the money post drinks here.
Another tidy over. First 3 balls, all dots. KCC have been stuck on 99 for a while now.
It's been 15 balls, no runs. 2 back-to-back maidens.
Ali and Khan both bowling very well. That's on the leg side.
Well fielded there, went back.
Carter wanted to run.
That is what you want to see as a bowler. Your fielder's backing you up.
Well fielded. Keeper comes out.
Well done by Soban that.
Gives the 5. They thought it was through the field. Not much protection again out here on the leg side. Only 3 fielders. Soban covering a lot of distance. It's all his to stop out here on the leg side. Khan again.
Ooh! Nah. Well bowled. Nip back in.
5 dots in a row for this over from Khan. Pressure is on KCC. USRC bowlers doing their job at the moment. Final ball of the Khan over. Full this time.
Ooh.
Oh, there's indecision. Yes, no, yes. Out!
Oh. Now what you want to see.
Yes, no, wait, sorry.
Once again, very well done from Soban there. Very well done from Soban.
Yep.
Made good ground, got the ball, released it. Cool head on his
We
shoulders.
saw that 2 balls ago. Wasn't the arm to be running on, the fielder. And the wicket falls. Out.
Bart's got to keep his head up here though.
9. Yes. He'll be a little disappointed there. There was a lot of yes, no, wait, sorry. Carter departs for 9. Kowloon Cricket Club now 99 to the loss of 5 wickets after 17.
But this again is credit to Akbar. The pressure he created, not giving away a single run there. But Soban, if only you could give wickets to fielders.
He deserves it. It was his wicket. Now, speaking of wickets, I was commentating here on the ground last year, and you were playing in the corporate sixes, I believe.
I was.
And I just want to point out that you got out. A friend of mine from the Australian Consulate, Katie, bowled what could be described as the worst delivery I've ever seen. It was, you'd only call it a donkey drop, full toss.
I'm not living that down, am I?
No,
I'm not living that
it was
down.
a maths arc. It went so high and went down. You've missed it, and it's bowled you middle stump.
And I missed it by a country mile.
I know it was it was comical. It brought much mirth to the tent, and
I must say that has been brought to my attention almost every week since.
I'd like to see footage of it. I think there might not have been any cameras. You might have been safe on that one.
I will make your day.
Oh,
right after I got out, I received this forward from my mate who was watching it at home.
There it is, donkey drop. Sorry, it wasn't my friend Katie. It was the Cricket Hong Kong team. I think it was Emma Lai bowled you actually. The women's Hong Kong team player. I don't think she would have loved the ball herself, but
Got a wicket.
in the scoreboard, they had a big win on that game. That was their first win of the Corporate Sixes. Anyway, back to the action at KCC.
This brings Wakas on strike. Ooh. Head coach at the KCC. Great individual. Lovely to have him be part of this club. Heads the junior cricket program as well, and is doing ever so well with the kids and developing the talent that we have coming through the ranks at the KCC from the under 8s onwards. And he will enjoy batting with Path Bhagwat. He sees a lot of potential in Path. He's been pushing him to play more and more cricket, getting him involved as much as he can.
Ali again.
Oh, well bowled
Quick.
from Ali. Well bowled from Ali.
Outside off left by Wakas. The pressure's on. USRC continue to just bowl the right length.
Oi, oi. Wakas.
Ali in again. Fuller this time.
Well bowled,
Defended.
well
Well run.
into the gap. Good single that. Good single that.
That's the
And
running.
well backed up that. Soban is everywhere here. Well backed up by him as well.
He's definitely up and about, Silvan. Bowled very well. Now in the field, getting the team up and about. But it was well run. Went to the field, but Path took off early. Called. There was no yes, no wait on that one. That gets Wakas Baka off the mark. And Path Bhagwat on strike. He's on 14. Ali in again. Full. There's a
From
great
Path,
shot.
And that little race away to the boundary. That's a great shot. 3 men inside the circle, 1 on the boundary, and he still found the gap. Great drive.
Came straight off the middle. Fuller ball this time from Ali. Cracked it through the offside. Beat the field. 4 runs.
Wakas is a big proponent of active cricket. He likes to see even when you're playing a defensive stroke, try to get that in the gap and look for that quick single. And he's practiced what he preached. That's a great shot from Path. Very good drive.
As we were saying earlier, every over from Ali, there's just one loose ball that ends up going to the boundary. Apart from that, he's got the pressure on. Full again. Oh, that one's going to sting. That came straight off the middle from Path Bhagwat. Stopped by Ali, but he will be feeling that one when he goes out in the field with the cold air.
I like this from Path. Sometimes debut game, getting a senior batsman run out, could play with his mental state, but he's looked good post that.
Bhagwat's batted very well. He's got 18, but he's been out there for 40 balls. And most of them he's looked very safe. That's short, that's still
that's
there.
a
That's
great
exactly
shot.
where it needed to go. Over the
Great
top of the
shot.
infield. 4 runs. That's the 5th 4 for Path Bhagwat. He moves to 22. End of the Ali over. That's 18 overs done.
And I think once again for Ali, you'll see ... 4.4.
Yeah, it's either on the mark or it's going to the boundary. KCC after 18, 108 for the loss of 5 wickets.
Khan coming back, I believe. He should finish his spell here, I think.
Have to. He's only got 3 overs left.
Yep.
He's bowled so well. If he can get a breakthrough with his last 3 overs, USRC will be very happy with his efforts today. They should be already. Again, he's bowled 7 overs. The last 6 have gone for only 9 runs, 2 maidens, 1 wicket. He's 19 off his 7. There was 10 off the first one, so you can't ask for much more. He's an interesting run-up. There's a hop and a skip
Yep.
in it. I don't know
It's
how
a bit-
distracting it is for the batter, but
There's a bit of Jasprit Bumrah in that run-up.
yeah. But every time he seems to hit his line and length, so whatever works for Khan, he should be happy. 19th over. Here we go. A hop, skip and a jump. Good length
And on
again.
the money. On the money.
Feel for LBW. Not sure there might have been a bit of bat in that as well. He was a long way down the pitch forward.
The umpire signaled height.
Yeah. He
But
was.
it's on the money from Khan again.
He's a tall lad, so anything not right in the slot is going to be a height issue because he's bowling from such a height. And Wakas is not a small man, so anything on the pads when he's coming forward, umpires will give benefit of the doubt. Khan again. Fuller this time. Oh, beat everybody.
Ooh. Jaffa that.
Yeah, almost unplayable, unkeepable.
I'd like to know if there was some bat involved in that. Did it just go right through?
I didn't hear anything, but
The keeper's reaction
yeah,
and the slip fielder.
might have been.
Khan is having a great day out. He's having a ball right now,
Every ti-
smiling,
every time
enjoying his bowling.
Every time he bowls, he seems to bowl better.
Absolutely.
He's just
Growing in confidence with every ball.
having a great day out. A great Sunday for Khan. Here he comes again, third delivery. Shorter this
Right
time.
back, slightly shorter. Not short enough to be pulled. Short of a good length, but still, just, he's there and thereabouts. That channel. He's in that channel.
He's in the zone. That one's a good
Well
length.
played.
Bringing Wakas Bakat forward to defend.
As much as we enjoy seeing the batsman hit boundaries and sixes and glorious drives, it's equally as pleasing to watch a bowler at the top of his game. And Khan right now is absolutely at the top of his game.
USRC will be sad when his 10 overs are done, and he comes again full this time,
Oh.
and that got delivered. That's exactly where it deserved. It was in the slot. Great shot. 4 runs, race to the boundary.
It's the first loose ball we've seen from Khan in a while.
Yeah.
And Wakas dealt with it.
Just a little too full. Lent on it by Bakat and went straight racing to the boundary. 4 runs. He moves along to 5 for 8. He's only faced 8 deliveries so far. It's his first boundary. KCC 112. 1 ball left in the Khan over. His 8th over. And that's a better length, better delivery. That's what his bread and butter is. End of the over. That's the end of the 19th over. KCC 112 for the loss of 5 wickets. Khan's now bowled 8 overs, 2 maidens, 1 for 23. He's only got 2 overs left. That would be the only thing that USRC would be upset about for Khan. Looks like we have a change in the bowling from the far end. Is it Soba? Ibrahim. Okay.
Change in the bowling. Ibrahim coming into the attack. Looks like another right-arm fast bowler. Like for like replacement.
Keeping 4 overs for Ali at the end, it would seem. He's down here near us in the commentary tent.
Thank you.
Ibrahim bowl his first over. Path Bhagwat on strike. Path Bhagwat on 22. Batting very well.
See how Ibrahim fares. It's a gentle run up to the
Full.
crease. Ooh, gentle run up.
Path will be kicking himself. He had that one. It came off inside edge. It was a full toss. It probably it deserved to end up in the swimming pool, but lucky for Ibrahim, got away with it.
He might not have expected that with the keeper standing as far back as he is.
It's interesting because he's not bowling as quick as the other bowlers,
Yeah.
unless it was a
Maybe
slower
that's just a
delivery.
warm-up.
He's going to get it. That's
It's a lot
shorter.
better.
Yeah.
No ball. Ooh.
Ooh,
It's an extra again.
first no ball of the innings. Extras are up to 10. First no ball. There's been a bye, a leg bye, and 7 wide so far.
First free hit of the morning.
Did we get a free hit in the 50 over?
Yep. How's Path going to handle this? And what's Ibrahim going to bring out?
Oh, top edge down
right
here.
to Ali. Ali running round, and yep, made
Well
it.
fielded.
Well fielded by Ali.
Big top edge. Down to deep third. The bowlers are really fielding well for USRC. I think they'll be a bit exhausted after steaming in, bowling 6-7 overs, but no. Selban and Ali both up and about in the field.
It's not something you might have seen 10-15 years ago. Fast bowlers jumping around and throwing their bodies all over the place.
Usually they like to hide down at long on or long off and leave me alone while I recover.
Brings Waqas on strike.
Ibrahim again.
Oh, that's a lot better from Ibrahim. Pace is picked up as well from the first few balls.
Beaten the outside edge.
That's a lot better from him. Great ball that. It's a very interesting run-up when you compare his to Ali's as well. Ali comes steaming in. He's like a bit like Khan that was coming on this end, just gently running in and then
Very
just giving
gentle.
it with his shoulder.
Running in, I thought it was just going to be slow medium. Ibrahim just saunters in, uses the arm action to whip it through for an extra pace. And it is again.
Yep.
A lot of speed in the arms. Tidy over so far.
Got away with the free hit as well.
Yep.
Good ball.
Only 2 so far off the Ibrahim over. The grind is on for KCC. Half their wickets are already in the shed. So they need to keep this partnership running. Bakar on strike, Ibrahim in. That's shorter cut, but
right
there's
to the fielder.
coverage out there, just a single.
When the match got going after 5 overs, the DLS projected runs was 330, and we're currently looking at 208. So it's well pulled back from USRC. Very well done.
Interesting projection. Obviously, DLS is assuming KCC are going to get bowled out because we're not even at 20 overs and that 114. I mean, I think it's pretty sound projection, to be honest, 208. But if these two stay in, that's short.
Ooh.
Swing and a miss from Path Bhagwat.
And I do think with the bowling attack KC have in the conditions, anything above 210, 220 will not be as easy.
That's the end of the 20th over. 20 overs done, KCC 115 for the loss of 5 wickets.
Debutant looking good, looking assured.
23 off 45 for the young fella, Path Bhagwat. And his mentor and coach, Waqas Bakat, at the other end, he's 6 off 12. Bakat will be on strike. Of course, Khan will continue. This will be his 9th over.
2 overs to go.
USRC will be hoping for a wicket from one of these 2 overs. Hop, skip and a jump, in comes Khan to Waqas Bakat. Good length. Oh, coverage there, no single.
Right to Khan. It's gone from fine leg to mid off.
At least he doesn't have to move so much then.
Yeah.
Still down the same end. He'll be looking to finish off the innings with his 4 overs later on. Will Ali. Again, the dot balls are racking up for KCC. That puts the pressure back on the batters.
It's another one here.
USRC have continued with that 2 fielders behind square.
Well played that from Waqas. Well bowled. Yeah, it's quite interesting.
But I've
even
only
at this
seen
stage
like
of the
one
game.
ball go down to deep
Yeah.
fine leg, so which could be covered by the deep third. I feel like that deep fine leg could come out and put into a catching position, or even a sweeper out on this side, because there's still only the 3 out on leg, but the bowlers are bowling to their field. USRC bowling very well.
Khan is definitely bowling to his field.
Rarely puts anything on leg stump, allowing the batters to punch it out on the leg side. Can't again.
It's bowled very well here this over.
Fuller this
Driven by
time.
Waqas.
Just a single.
Drop the fielder back there after Waqas and after the last over. Right to him. Single. Waqas back on strike. It's another great over from Khan, just the 1 run from it. It's a great day for cricket this. Now here at the KCC.
It's good weather. A little cool. I mean, if you're in the field, it'd be lovely to be playing.
Yeah.
In the commentary tent,
It's a bit chilly.
A little bit chilly.
We are dressed drastically differently here. One of us are in shorts and the other's in fleece pants.
Well, I'm always in shorts. That's the point. Doesn't matter. Could be -5, and I'd still be wearing shorts. I'm just going to put the overcoat on. Ibrahim continues. That's full. Inside edge. Bakat. And it's 19 degrees still, 19.2 out there, according to the observatory.
Ibrahim putting a lot of strain on his shoulder here.
Very whippy action. So far, it's working well. Full coverage out there, just a single again.
KCC won't mind this.
Plenty of overs to go.
They would have liked Waqas to come in after the 35th over. That's where he is at his most dangerous, but he's got the ability to see it through, and they'll be hoping he does so. And USRC here, 1 more wicket, and they're potentially into the tail. They've taken slip out, brought him to mid wicket. Yeah, extra cover on the leg side. Khan's gone round.
No deep fine leg now. Short fine leg and deep third. Ali down there.
Yeah.
They've got a sweeper out its deep square leg. So 4 on the leg side now. Shorter.
Short.
That's straight
right
to the
fielder.
This might be a chance. No, well run.
It's a good shot though.
Good backing up.
Well, yep, very well backed up.
It's in the air. Great catch.
Great catch from Ali. That. What a catch. What a take. And that's the end of Waqas Baka.
Flew away down towards deep third. Great catch. That's
Just before this ball, it was interesting. I was about to say how he's bowling differently to both. He's banging it in part and he's kept everything up to Waqas.
Gets the wicket.
It's a very good catch at that fine leg from Ali. That.
6 down now for KCC. 118 on the board. That's a big wicket. The whippy action of Ibrahim gets the wicket that USRC were looking for. Now we start getting into the tail end. KCC
I think this brings out.
might struggle to get up to 208 at this rate if they keep losing wickets over and over.
Does this bring out Jay Davidson?
Last time I saw Jay, he had the big mo on, and he was running laps to raise money for Movember. Is the mo gone? Have you seen him?
It was still there post Movember when I saw him last before he left. I haven't seen him since he's got back.
Can't quite see under the grill. It was quite menacing. It's like a big Merv Hughes moustache. Come steaming in bowling.
That was a great catch from Ali. That good catch.
Nod of approval from Ali. He's standing down here near our commentary tent. He knows it was good. It was a tough catch. Had to run in fast.
Jay Davidson can be very handy with the bat.
He's a big lad.
Big strapping
big
lad.
Shoulders. But
just once again, just like to just give him credit for what he did for Movember.
Oh, that was amazing.
An amazing feat. Very inspiring, very motivating.
Tens of thousands of dollars raised.
Raised a lot of money for a great cause.
Now he needs to steady the ship for KCC. Ibrahim in, that's full. It's been hit away. There's cover out there. Just the single gets Davidson off the mark. Brings up 120 for KCC. Defended by Bhagwat. He's holding the innings together now. Came in at number 3, replacement for Bubba Hyatt, and he's done his job, to be honest, the young boy. 24 of 47. Looks solid. Obviously he's not the big hitter that Bubba Hyatt is, but that's not what the team needs at the moment. They need somebody to hold their bat through the innings.
And he's been doing quite a good job of it. For a young lad in his debut game, he's been very impressive.
Oh,
no, yeah.
Again,
okay,
yes,
never
no
run on a
right.
misfield.
That's, what about the second misfield? After taking a great catch, a little slip up there from Ali. That's the end of the over. Ibrahim over is done.
It's a successful over for USRC.
120 for 6, KCC.
And what's happening up at Hong Kong Cricket Club?
More wickets have fallen for Pakistan Association Cricket Club. They're 103 for 7 off 30 overs. Wickets continue to tumble. Luke Jones has got 3 now off his 5. That's very tidy. 3 for 13 off 5. Sharing the wickets around again. 2 wickets for Kapoor, 1 each for Wallace and Adil. Looks like HKCC on top of the hill.
And here we have Khan to finish his spell. Great spell it's been.
Oh, well bowled. That was low. Must have been
Down
going
edge.
down leg or an edge.
Edge.
Because it was definitely not a height issue. It's hit him well below the knee roll.
Khan has been the catalyst for this USRC comeback, and I'm sure they'd love to see him finish with a wicket here.
Khan continues just to hit his marks, line and length. Jay Davidson on strike. Back to the 3 only on the leg side field for USRC. Fuller this time. Bowling! Straight through the gate. That's a great delivery, and Khan deserves that. He's been bowling so well, and we've got an early wicket, but that one went straight through the gate. Davidson out for 1.
Could not agree with you more. Aaron. He does deserve that for all the work he's put in.
Just icing on the cake
Yeah,
for a beautiful 10 overs. He's not finished yet. He might get more, but
Seeing it up.
yeah, it's always a good feeling, especially here at KCC with their light up stumps.
As they say in Cricket Australia, ooh, what a feeling.
Exactly. The team are all in a huddle, telling Khan, well, job well done. 9.3 overs, 2 wickets for 24. Dominated, and that's 120 for 7 now for KCC. 150 Might be a good score at this rate if the tail enders keep falling.
This brings out Dan Pascoe, is it? Yep. Wily old cricketer he is. As intelligent as they come. Great student of the game.
It's that legal mind. But he's under pressure here. Pascal will be facing a fired up Khan.
He's got to have to negotiate with 3 more balls.
3
of
more
Khan's
balls.
spell.
KCC will be glad to see the end of him. He's dominated his 10 overs.
One of
Well,
those
9
days.
overs. The first over was a bit dodgy, but
It's one of those days where USRC would wish you could just bowl on and on and on.
it was the right decision. They decided to bowl him out, keep him for later, but there might not be no need for later with only 3 wickets left to get. Khan in, 3 balls left. Full again.
Yeah. Good loud call from Pascoe, that. But Khan on the money again. It's the one thing you want with a new batsman in. Make him play. Make him play.
Fuller this time.
Yep.
Pascoe punches it down to long off-ish. That's ideal. 1 ball to come. The wind picks up again here at KCC, pushing across the pitch. Khan's final delivery. Full. Defended. That's the end
That's
of
the end of
Khan's
a
10
great
overs.
spell.
Well bowled. Gets round of applause and
Appreciation
pat on
all
the back.
round, and he finishes with a maiden wicket. Icing on the cake. That icing on the cake.
10 overs done. 2 for 24. 2 vital wickets for USRC.
Just to reiterate, after his first over, he was none for 10.
None for 10. Then he went 9 overs. 2 for 14. Dominated. Puts USRC on the front foot here.
It's going to be big shoes for the bowler to fill. Whoever's coming on from Khan's end.
I wonder if they bring Ali back from this end, but he bowled much better from the other end. He's still got 4 overs left.
I think they might actually bring Ibrahim from this end because it looks like they're getting
Yeah.
the spinner on the long end. So they
First
might.
time we see spin today.
Yeah.
Ibrahim having a spell after his 2 overs. He's 1 for 7 off 2. He's bowled very well as well.
Shan's into the attack. Huh?
Raja Shan coming on his first over. Bit of spin. See how the pitch is playing. A lefty. Around the wicket. Another yes-no from KCC. Wasn't a run there. Tossing it up. The dot balls continue. Pressure builds on KCC. Floats it up there.
Floats it up
Sean.
again.
Yeah, that was
Yep.
full.
Nicely dealt with by Pod.
That's what KCC need at the moment, just punching ones here and there. Rotate the strike. Too many dot balls. Pascoe to face his first delivery from Shan. Much more attacking field. Only see 1 outside the circle. Oh, 2 outside the circle, sorry. There's a coverage, deep fine leg, and 1 out at deep cover, deep point. Shine in again, full on the money, well fielded.
Well fielded.
No run there.
Tidy start here from Sean.
Full again, gets down, there's a single there, coverage. 2 off that over. Sean's first. KCC 122 for 7 after 24. And Chico was right on the money. Ibrahim has changed ends. He'll be bowling from the commentary tent end.
Yep, Ibrahim to continue.
Ibrahim 2 overs, 1 for 7. That was from the other end, the Page Hotel's end. This one coming from the KCC restaurant end.
Or as they'd probably call it, Akbar Khan end.
Is it? Could be the drink vending machine end. Pascoe on strike. Ibrahim in for his 3rd over. Short this time. No run. Unless they're hiding in the tents over there, it looks like USRC have brought in their deep point. More attacking field again, just the 2 out down behind the keeper. Ibrahim, second delivery, this over. Fuller this time. On left by Pascoe, dot ball. Ibrahim to Pascoe. Good level. Tempted him. Beat him. Tried to get the edge. Ball was too good.
Ibrahim's looking good as well.
It's a good bowling lineup for USRC this
Very
season.
good bowling lineup.
We weren't saying that after the first 5 overs, but how the game has changed.
It's the beauty of sport. This is why we love cricket.
As soon as they got that first wicket, everything changed. Ibrahim to Pascoe again. Full this time, on his toes.
Well handled that by Pascoe.
Yeah, well played. Kept out.
Good smart bowling this. Mixed it up.
Shorter this time, defended by Pascoe. Another dot. Pascoe 1 off 11 now. Pressure's on both batters.
Both batters are in the KCC.
Yeah.
But it's just call for a bit of, I think for the next few overs, if they go along this rate, KCC won't mind that. Cannot lose more wickets here.
Plenty of time. This is the 25th over.
Just about getting to the halfway stage of the innings.
Full again.
Well played. Yep, no need for risky runs as well. Good over from Ibrahim.
That's the end of the over. KCC 122 for 7. Sean to continue with the left arm. Oh, he's beat him. Hits hit the pads.
Ooh. A lot of drift there.
Two streams, one is up and one is down, so you can
Good shot there by Part, straight back down down past the bowler.
one is stable, one is not, so one keeps
The drift from Sean seems to be troubling the batters. It's left arm, floats it up. It's hit back down to the bowler from Pascoe. Run rate's dropped under 5 now for KCC, 4.82. DLS has dropped. Last time we checked, it was 208. Now it's 159 projected.
I would like to see the math that goes behind that, because it's quite an interesting projection. That
We'll see how it goes in the end. Always updating is the DLS projection.
it's very typical of Pascoe's innings. He likes to take his time. Nothing phases him. Nothing phases him.
As we keep saying, plenty of overs left. Only just halfway. He's swung
Great
at that
shot
one
that
through
from
the gap.
Pascoe.
4 runs
Waited
into the
on it,
training
waited
nets.
on it.
Picked the gap. There's 5 on the offside, and he's managed to squeeze it through. Gets his first boundary. Pascoe moves to 5. KCC 127. That's the end of the 26th over. That was before it was a very tidy over from Rajashad, but final ball got hit for 4. He's now bowled 2 overs. No wicket for 7. Ibrahim continuing from the KCC restaurant end, clubhouse end.
3 overs, 1 for 7. 1 made, and not bad from Ibrahim as well.
When he first trundled in with his slow run up, we thought, oh, this could be dangerous, could get belted, but no. Whippy arm action, quick, on the money, bowled beautifully. Only going for 2.3 runs and over. In for his 4th over, first delivery, Ibrahim to Path Bhagwat. Full.
Well handled by Path.
Still coming off the middle for Path Bhagwat. Just can't seem to regularly pierce the field with it. But if you've got the action and you're getting off the middle, the runs will come at some point. He's grinding away. We used to run rates at the beginning where there were strike rates of 200 and 150. Bhagwat's going at 48, which is much steadier. Short this time, it's mishit. Full short. Came off the splice there.
That came on quickly to...
Yeah, he did not get through the... that one did not come off the middle. After talking him up, getting him off the middle regularly, one got up on him, off the splice. Just
to do with Ibrahim's action, it's hard to tell. With his run up, it's all on the shoulder, and yeah, put that little bit extra effort in that last ball. And
actually, Ibrahim looks like he's running in a bit quicker than he did in the first over, so he's probably generating a bit more speed. Continues to be very tidy. 3 more balls left of the 27th over.
First 3 have gone. First 3 dots.
Fuller.
Oh, great
again.
shot by
there,
Path.
that's the one
Great
he's been
shot.
looking for. That came off the middle, leant into it. 2 fielders coverage down there, and he split the middle of them straight over the rope for 4. It was a glorious stroke. Just leant on it. Off the middle, past the bowler, past the 2 fielders on the inside circle. Could not get there. They were running hard.
As pleasing to the eye as the shot can be. That was a beautiful drive.
That's the one we're talking about, where he just can pierce the field with such ease. Just didn't... he'd been picking out every fielder on the ground until then.
Almost picked out the bowler. But
Yeah,
it was just
you'd
very
think
well
that it would
hit.
be impossible to split that, but it was just hit so well, nobody was stopping it. Ibrahim again, shorter this time. Straight to the
well
fielder.
hit.
Yeah. Fielders keeping the batter
Pascoe honest. Keeping
very
him
honest. Pascoe went for a wander. No run there, obviously. scampered back. No damage done. Ibrahim's final delivery coming up for his fourth over. Path Bhagwat on strike. Short this time. It's fielder coverage there.
Yeah.
No run. Again, well hit. That's the end of the over. End of the 27th over. KCC 131 for 7.
It's been enjoyable watching Path here because, like you said, he's been getting almost everything off the middle. Might be going to the fielders, but when he does get it past the fielder, it is undoubtedly going to the boundary.
Yeah, his strike rate's just over 50. He's had 30 runs off 59 balls, but he has hit 6 4s, and most of them have been beautiful to watch. I think all of them have been beautiful to watch, straight off the middle. And that's all that KCC need at the moment. Somebody sit there, hit the dots, hit occasional 4, get the runs ticking over. That 4 made the DLS projection go up to 169. Shan continues. Pascoe on strike. Again, he'll probably do the same. Dot, dot, dot. Hit the loose ones. That's the basics of cricket, really,
Yeah.
isn't it? Hit the good balls.
And there's one thing you can count on with Pascoe: he will not lose patience. In a war of attrition, he will come out on top every single time. He will just wait for his ball, and then he will do what needs to be done.
And you're watching him out there. Every time he's hit a stroke, he practices it again.
Yep.
Has a look and goes, "Ooh." Put the bat out, put the gloves out, practice again.
He's a firm believer in the 10,000 hour rule Malcolm Gladwell put out.
Shan floats it up, that one. Oh, beat everything. There's an appeal for caught behind. It's out!
Oh, ooh.
Pascoe has been given our caught behind. He's not sure about it, but he
Pascoe.
has to walk.
He looks a bit surprised and tough one that.
He couldn't have been anything but bat because it was well outside his pads. He's
Yeah.
had a swipe at it. The keeper was very, very up in arms and
Put that
convinced.
down to the curse of the commentator,
Could
just as
be.
we were telling, just as I was speaking about him.
You're taking the blame for that one, CK. I'm not touching it.
Do not want to see Pascoe.
I don't want an
match.
angry
Do
Pascoe
not-
coming
do
out
not want to see
of the
Pascoe
please.
match.
Yes, but the USRC were convinced it definitely hit something, or they
all
heard a
went up.
noise, and
When
the
you see-
umpire agreed.
When you generally see the keeper appeal that way, it means
Yeah.
there's something in it.
Yeah, and the bowler heard it, the umpire heard it, the finger went up. As much as Pascoe didn't
is what
seem
it
to
is.
agree with it, he is back in the shed. KCC now 8 wickets down, 131 on the board.
We hope Hong Kong cricket one day gets to a place where we can afford DRS matches, but until then, if the umpire's finger is up,
You want my honest opinion?
yeah,
I prefer this.
you prefer this.
Old school. Umpire says it's out, it's out. None of this TV reviews. It's the old style that I like. Trust
with
in the
you.
umpire.
Trust in the umpire. And they are there to do a job.
Yeah, and look, umpiring, they're human.
Yeah.
We're all human. Humans make mistakes, and that's what used to be the beauty of cricket back in the day. Umpires make mistakes. You
They
get a
do.
bad decision, but it's out because the finger went up.
And in a long season, it all always out.
Of course it
Always
does.
averages
You
out.
might feel hard done by one day, but one day you might get that LBW decision. He said not out, but a DRS would say out. Anyway, Shan continuing.
And it's Atik, the junior head coach.
He's got the long sleeve on. It's a bit cool out in the middle. And he's all skin and bones.
Yeah.
That's good for a quick bowler, not good for a batter. Shan again floats it up.
Oh,
Well
well
defended.
played. Pad was awfully close to the bat there.
That's the end of the Shan over. He's got a wicket.
Successful over for USRC.
DLS projection went from 169 to 150 very quickly with Dan Pascoe heading back to the sheds, being caught behind off Shan's bowling.
Ibrahim back.
His 4 overs have only gone for 11 runs. Very tidy, 1 maiden. 2.75 runs per over. Ibrahim's giving up.
If we look at Ibrahim's figures here, would that count as what's that? The Nelson in Australia with a 1 maiden, 11 runs, 1 wicket. Would that kind of count? Would the superstition kick in here as well? Or?
I'm not sure. I only know about the 87. Not allowed to mention the 87, but Ibrahim is looking tidy, and now he's getting into the tail ends. But Path Bhagwat, who came in at number 3, is on strike. Short this time. It's in the air. There's a chance. It splits
Oh,
the fielder.
right
Very
in
lucky
between.
for Bugwhite there.
That is twice of Ibrahim's bowling in consecutive overs that has happened.
Exactly the
He's
same.
banged it in short, and it's the only 2 times I haven't seen Pat the middle of the ball.
Yeah, it's
morning.
come onto him too quick. It's popped up in the air. He just got very lucky that time.
Ali was a bit too wide. I'd have my money on him. He is quick in the field.
Yep. He was looking to go big. It just popped up in between 2 fielders. Anyway, got away with it. Got a single. Brings Atik back on strike.
This will be interesting to see Pat's approach now because there's 2 wickets left.
He did say he had to hold his bat,
Yeah.
but it would have been helpful if some of the other KCC batters had helped him out a bit. So we're right into the tail enders now with Atik. That's short. Oh, it's
well played by Atik.
just guided it down to deep third like a professional. He's not just a bowler, working on being
I said the lunch first. Huh?
Atik working on being an all-rounder with that beautiful shot down deep third. Just guided it. Ibrahim not bothering him.
I think it is hard to find someone who looks more relaxed and at ease on a cricket field than
Yeah,
it is Atik.
that was just.
When he bowls, when he bats, when he fields.
I'll be looking forward to coming out and having a bowl out here. Looks like the pitch has got enough in it for him. Anyway, Ibrahim continues. That one's
Shot.
pitched up, but coverage
Straight to-
again. Path gets it out of the middle and
I
find a
think-
fielder.
Atik is as close as they come to West Indian without being West Indian.
Yeah, that's a good description. Just nothing phases. He's even got the stance where the hands are down low, just wobbling around.
I'm an island boy.
Yeah, having a chat. He's talking to Ali down here at Long On. Ibrahim again, short of this time.
You see Pat taking a step as the bowler's coming in. He's trying to look a little more aggressive. I think he might just decide to get a move on here and just score as many as he can. Don't blame the young lad, youngest in the team, and he's the one who's battling through here.
There should be another youngster coming out if another wicket falls.
Dash
Correct.
Vora.
Dash will be out, yeah.
Young, quick.
Maybe Dash and Path will put a partnership together. The
That'd
under
be-
19 teammates. But until then, Ibrahim continues. Path on strike. It's an edge. That's
Oi.
gone over the top of first slip. It's probably not
It's
going to get
racing
cut
away.
off.
Oh, yeah.
It's
4
gone
runs.
all the way. Very
4
lucky. Big top edge. Flew over the top of first slip. Straight down to the boundary. 4 runs.
I
He'll
think-
take it.
Atik might be telling Pat here, there's no need for that. I will stay with you. You keep going.
Give him a slap on the arm. Try to hit it. Ibrahim is troubling Path Bugwhite.
He is.
Whether it's a short ball that he gets on the
I think
splice or
If
top
I may
edge.
say so, as well as Akbar Khan looked, I think Ibrahim overall so far has looked he's looked dangerous, apart from that first delivery. He's looked good for all 4.5 overs he's bowled so far.
And here comes final delivery of the 5th over.
Ooh.
Oh, he troubled Path Bugwhite again.
That had legs on it. That
Just
had legs on it.
prodding at something outside off. Probably didn't need to go anywhere near it. That's the end of the over. 29 done. KCC 137 for 8. Path Bugwhite 35 off 64 with 7 fours. Atik Iqbal has got the solitary run from the 4 balls that he's faced. He'll be on strike with Shan continuing. Raja Shan has bowled 3 overs, 1 maiden, 1 wicket for 7 runs. Very tight field for USRC. They've just got the deep square leg. Everybody else is basically in the circle. Well defended by Atik. Shan continues to float them up there, right in the block hole. Up on the hill, Pakistan have lost 8 wickets now, 109 on the board. Iqbal defends again. Adil's got a 2nd wicket now for HKCC. 2 wickets for Adil Mahmood, 2 wickets for Raja Kapoor, and 3 wickets for Luke Jones. 36 overs done up there.
Some good rear guard action there. They're hanging in there.
109 on the board might not be enough on this small
Yeah.
HKCC ground.
Not with their batting lineup.
Sean again, outside off. Well left
handled
by a tick. Loaded up again. It's full.
Interesting,
one hand.
Yeah, interesting little
Like-
shot that from a tiki.
Get your Yorker out of my way with one hand. That one's a better well bowled. Just edge down to fine leg. Get a bat on it.
I don't think USRC minds this. Last ball of the over, single, a tick on
Yep,
strike.
correct.
Yeah, they don't mind this
So
at
there
all.
was an edge in that one. A tick moves over to 2. That's the end of the 30th over. KCC 138 for 8. Think about how many overs the good bowlers, the quicks for. Oh, we have a change actually.
Ooh.
Ibrahim's going to be rested. He's only bowled 5. Ali's coming
I
back
think
on.
they're coming in for sheer pace here.
He's only bowled 3, I think. No, he's bowled 6. He bowled 3 and 3. So he's got 4 overs left. They might bowl him out here, trying to get the tail enders out. Tick on strike.
But I can tell you something about Tiki. He loves his pace, so he might actually enjoy this.
What's his go-to shot?
Whoa.
Is he going to go on the leg side, or is he
Leg
more of an
side.
offside driver? Or is he
He
down
likes,
the pull shot?
he likes playing around third man area, and then he likes going leg side.
Okay. Are we in danger here in the commentary tent? Or is this not his zone?
No, that's not his zone.
Well, that's good.
It's not his zone.
My iPad's in the way. The scoreboard on it. Anyway, Ali to continue his 7th over. Here he goes. Be very quick. Oh, it's well bowled. Very
So
quick.
again, one-handed.
Yeah.
Just not sure what's going on there with the Tiki. But he generally just loves to just dabble it down that end.
If he's going to throw one-handed, it could go anywhere. With the pace of Ali, if he gets an edge on it, it may race to the boundary.
Yeah. Oop, they're changing the field here. I think they might
They-
bring in Gully in or a second slip.
Yep, that's a very good idea, I reckon.
Yeah, Gully coming in.
The pace and throwing the hand off the bat, that's probably exactly where the ball's going to go. Ali in again. Full. Oh, well played.
Again,
and a
one-handed.
good run. That's well run.
Might have to ask Atik what this new technique is that he's using here. Taking the hand off as the bat comes down.
The new West Indian style, is it?
It's definitely,
He's even practicing it at the non-strikers end, where he's putting the bat out and taking one hand off.
it's definitely not out of Sir
Unless he's
Vivian
got a sore
Richards'
hand.
book, handbook,
Unless
but
he's got a sore hand.
could be.
Might be good for bowling. Anyway, Path Bugwat back on strike to Ali. Good delivery outside off. Well, it's called
ball.
wide.
Ooh.
It was a good length. Just, as we said in the first over, Ali struggles with his width at times. He's very quick. When he gets it on the money, it's almost unplayable.
Yeah.
But it does cost a few extras.
It's, reminds me a bit of Sean Tate throughout his career. Very similar.
Actually, what's interesting, he didn't bowl very well from this end. He
Yeah.
bowled much
Better
better
from
from
that
the
end.
other end, and they brought him back from this end. Full this time, and
Wide
there's
again.
another wide.
Wide again.
This is exactly what happened in the first over. It might be a little miscalculation by USRC bringing Ali on from this end.
I actually think at this stage it wouldn't be a bad shot to bring on Raja Shan from this end with his loops and try to entice them to take on the short boundary.
Switcheroo.
Yeah, and let, like you said, Ali was bowling brilliantly from that end.
Solban's still got 5 overs left as well, so there's plenty of bowlers to rotate through. Ali again. Short this time. Oh, put away. That's gone all the way for 6.
Shot
Onto
from Park.
the nets in the training area.
That is a beautiful shot from Park. Just guided that.
Path Bugwat, just like me, saw it out of the hand short and got onto it straight away. Perfectly timed. They're both
It's a-
watching it up on the scoreboard replay because it was such a beautiful shot. Over the top. Big 6.
Something very Australian about that shot. He has played a bit of cricket in Australia. He'd gone down Australia, New Zealand. He's enjoyed a bit of cricket down there. There's something very like Ricky Ponting about that as
Very. That's probably the first big aggressive stroke from Path Bugwat. That's his first 6. Anyway, we'll see what Ali has up the sleeve
well. He might
now.
just go in for another short one, Ali.
Yep, short again. This time outside off.
He has,
Kenny's timed that beautifully, but there's just a fielder there. So he only gets a single.
But as a batsman, every time you feel it come out the middle, it just adds to that confidence boost.
Yeah. And I mean, he has looked good. He's had a couple of ooh-ah moments, top edges over the top of the slip and off the splice over the bowler's head, but the rest of it's looked very solid for a young player.
Absolutely. You would not think it's his debut game and he's an under-19 player.
Caroline Cricket Club, 148 runs, 42 of them have come from Parth Bhagwat, so the team will be very happy with his effort. Ali Agenda Iqbal, the one hand again.
One-hander.
What is going on?
Let's call this the Atik.
Yeah. I mean, it's working.
He's getting the ball, he's getting the bat down to the ball.
It's keeping everything out. I'm not sure he's going to make any runs doing this, but interesting tactic.
It might be something to do with he just doesn't want to hit the ball, doesn't want to play a false shots.
I'd like to see what happens with the short ball, where the one that it swings around with one hand, like a tennis racket. Anyway, Ali coming in again for his final delivery of this over. Full, defended, one-handed.
One-handed again.
Okay, we're going to have to come up with a name for this. Yeah. That's the end of the over. 31 overs done. KCC 148 for the loss of 8 wickets.
Parth Bhagwat on 42, creeping in on that debut half century.
It's deserved if he can get there. The tailenders can stick around with him.
Picked up his strike rate as well. He was batting around 40 to 50.
Yeah.
And he's creeping up there now.
19 overs left. He's got plenty of time. He can go big in the last 10 if there's any
the captain's
wickets
having
left.
a word with one of the bowlers.
Shan is continuing.
Yeah, Shan continues.
With his left arm orthodox floating in. I don't think he's getting a lot of spin. It's more just drift in. But he's tidy. 4 overs. 1 maiden, 1 wicket, only 8 runs off it, going at 2s. What's Parth Bhagwat got for him? They're now pushing back a deep long on. There is a deep square leggish. The rest are in the circle. Don't think there's anyone out on the other leg side. That's pushed.
Oh, that's too high. That's too high.
Yeah.
But I push. I like this. Try to just give Parth the single and get a teak back on strike.
Only if we can get to see
the
only for the one-handers. The number 7 with
the
one
number
hand.
7.
We'll call it a number 7. Until then,
that.
Parth continuing. Shan in, floats it right up, fullish.
Yep,
single there, easy. Brings a teak back on strike. I mean, anything can happen with the one hand.
I'm just curious to know when he started this, because I haven't seen him do that before. Is this just something he picked up over the holidays?
Have to have a chat at half time and see what happens. Shan floats it up, fullish.
Oh.
What was that?
Anomaly.
There was
2 hands.
2 hands on the bat there. What is going on? Where's the number 7? That was well played, kept out.
Unorthodox that from a teak.
He's just mixing it up. But Atik is doing his job. Just keeping the strike, keeping
absolutely.
No wickets there.
Oh, look at that.
That is a beautiful defence.
He has kept that one end, which is what we need, which is what Parth needs.
That's full again. Yep.
Two-handed again.
Two-handed again. Showing Shan respect with 2 hands on the bat. After just ignoring Ibrahim and Ali with 1 hand swats. There we go. Oh, glorious. Just dot balls.
Well handled by Atik.
Yep, that's the end of the over. 32 overs done. KCC 149 for the loss of 8 wickets. I think we're going to have some drinks, are we?
DLS have just moved up to 170.
170, I can't trust that. It's all over the shop, but at least it's not going to be 150 probably.
In the last 5 overs, we've hovered between 150 and 170 now.
Anyway, quick drinks break. We're going to have a break here, and we will be back in about 5 minutes. We're back here at KCC. Aaron Bush with you. Chico from KCC joining me in the tent. Looks like Ibrahim continuing.
Continues.
They've switched. Yep, they're going to maybe push Ali down the other end, right?
We have a change of umpires for 1 over. John Prakash has exited the field. Aftab has replaced him. So that early experiment was just for 1 over.
Yep.
I think this is a good move because Ibrahim looks like the more likely wicket-taking bowler here.
He's got 3 overs left of his spell. Might bowl it out. Ali might move to the other end to replace Shan. He's bowled 5. We're all ready to set to go. 18 overs left. If KCC can bat it out, Ibrahim in. Path Bhagwat on strike. Full right on his toes. He's chipped that around the corner beautifully, but there is a fielder. It deserved more than a single, to be honest.
Definitely did. That was a beautiful shot.
It was a great ball. Most batters might have just missed that one and gone straight through into the stumps, but he's chipped it out off the Yorker and only got a single. But that's been the Path Bhagwat innings so far. Beautiful shot straight to a fielder. Anyway, he moves along to 44. That brings up the 150 for KCC. 150 for the loss of 8 wickets.
And we have the one-hander on strike.
Atik, what's he got for us this time? Ibrahim in short this time. Oh, the one hand's back. The number 7 has come out.
Bit of a shuffle in the crease there, and one hand was back.
Didn't get close to it at all. It was interesting. Ibrahim's trying to soften him up a bit.
Gully's back in play.
Of course. I'm not sure why they didn't have it. I think maybe they forgot. Now plenty of offside coverage for the one-hander. Ibrahim short again.
One-hander. I think there might be something wrong with his hand there.
He bowls right-handed, right?
Yeah.
If there's something wrong with his hand, it might have an issue bowling, because it does. It's the batting of someone with a broken fractured hand.
Something going on.
The jarring, you pull your hand off it because it hurts. But no reports yet from KCC. We've asked around. Nobody's sure why Atiki's batting one-handed. Ibrahim continues. Shorter this time. The one hand straight to a fielder.
Starting to get a bit frustrated there, Deek. He's trying to get that gap, trying to guide it away. He loves that area. If I was them watching him bat that way, I might think about bringing him out there. Ibrahim, you can count on him. He hasn't bowled anything out the leg side.
Two balls left of the Ibrahim over. Fuller this time.
One-handed drive.
He's got all the shots. Can't pierce the field. He's seeming to get a little frustrated, but his job is really to just sit there and dot.
Watching Atiq bat here, so my son does junior coaching under Atiq. It'll be interesting to see. I'm going to have to go home and see his technique.
Bring the video up, show the son.
Balls at him and see what he comes out with. One-handed shots as well.
Final ball for Ibrahim's over. Ooh, so I'm going to miss one-handed. That's the end of the over.
And
150.
John Prakash coming back on.
Switch of umpires.
When nature calls, it calls. What's happening up at the hill?
The tail is wagging for Pakistan Association. Last time we checked, there were 108 for 8. Now they're 132 for 8.
Hafiz Khan and Ehsan Nawaz putting on a bit of a partnership here. Luke Jones having bowled out 3 for 25.
He'll be very happy with that for the spinner. And bowling at the moment up on the hill is Wian Van Zyl. I've not heard that name before.
The wickets have kind of been synonymous up in here, up over there here. Yeah, you're right. Haven't seen him before. Wian Van Zyl. Could be a new South African or Dutch import. They have a few of them up there at the hill.
We do have a change of bowler at the Page Hotel's end.
Another former KCC bowler, Dawood. Waqar Dawood.
Persisting with spin from the Page Hotel's end. That's full. Switch from a left-hander to a right-hander.
Him and Ali used to play together for at KCC a few years back for the Tartars and the Infidels before they made their move across to the other side of the barracks.
It's just over there.
Yeah.
Not far to go. Oh, beaten. Arm ball went through a bit quicker. Bhagwat played right over the top of it. He'll be in the back of his head. He'll notice he's only 6 runs away from his maiden half century. That's full. That one is beaten again. Oh, that might have been
an edge.
Also, it's stumping chance, I think. Keeper's had a bit all over that one.
We've seen Dawood do this to a lot of batsmen over the years at the KCC, and now he's doing it to the KCC.
In again. That's a better stroke from Bhagwat. Gets a single down to long on. And this will be interesting. A tick on strike with his one-handed batting style.
This is when you start seeing Atiq.
Dawood, if he puts one on the stumps, it could be interesting.
Atiq will be targeting square leg.
Because he's not getting a lot of bounce, Dawood. It's just skidding on. Oh, it's trickled around the corner for a very nice single.
Well played from Atiq, that. Well played.
ELS projection now up to 173.
The Veggie Kingdom banner's coming up there. Proud sponsor of the KCC Premier League team. If you guys haven't been up there, some great Cantonese cuisine up on Canton Road.
Another
well
single.
played from Part. Keeps the strike.
When the signs go up, I always, like when we're at the T20 comps, I was like, if you hit the sign, you should win something.
Oh, definitely.
Like the old style 50 over games in Australia. Hit the side. I'm not going to say $10,000, but
Free meal at the Veggie Kingdom.
Exactly,
Something along
free
those
dish.
lines. Free dish.
yeah,
A couple of beers. Wouldn't hurt anyone.
signs of going up. Ibrahim will continue. 2 overs left, I think, in his spot. Ibrahim into path. Bhagwat foolish this time. He's hit back straight down the ground, almost into the Veggie Kingdom sign for 4. Beautiful stroke. That takes Path Bhagwat away to 50. That is his maiden half century on his debut. KCC team clapping from the tent. Well deserved 50. Raises his bat. Does it with a 4. He's hit 8 4s, 1 6, 50 off 75 balls. The backbone of the KCC innings. Well played.
Great innings this from Part on his debut.
Short this time, straight
Another
term coming
great
down
shot.
towards the commentary tent.
fielders running around
Going to get
in
cut
there.
off by Ali.
It's hard to beat Kali. He is quick.
Oh, it's turned.
Oh!
He's hit the stumps, but I think he was in. Oh, that was tight. I think just got in. Great throw, pick up and throw by Ali, right on the stumps.
Tell you what, I just want to go back to that shot to bring up Part's 50. That was the way his innings has gone about. I think that was the perfect shot to bring it up.
Absolutely beautiful.
Glorious
straight
drive.
down right next to the Veggie Kingdom signs.
Just as we were talking, did he hit the sign?
He just missed it by about a metre. That's short again. That's in the air. That's very
Yeah,
very
the captain
close to
under
it.
it, the captain-
It's out, and that brings to an end an amazing innings.
That's been a great knock from the youngster. Great knock.
That's the 3rd time he's hit Splice up in the air, and this time the captain under the ball takes the catch.
He's been involved in everything today. 2 catches, great spell of bowling.
Captain leading by example. That's the 9th wicket down for KCC. 159 on the board. I believe that will bring out. He'll be replaced by his under 19 teammate
Darsh Vora.
Dash Vora.
Tell you what, Ibrahim's look good, and if anyone looked like taking Part's wicket, it was Ibrahim.
Yep. That's a few times he's bowled it and caught it on the splice. It just couldn't find the field that time. Straight up in the air. Partha got to his 50, decided to ramp up the runs perhaps, and didn't quite get hold of it.
Thank you.
Dash will be on strike, obviously, because that was a catch. And DLS has just dropped down to 168, which is only 9 runs away. I don't know much about Dashfor's batting. I know he's a up-and-coming bowler.
He's better than a number 11 should be. He has a few shots in him. He's got a good defense. He actually enjoys batting.
I guess on debut, they don't want to force him out too early. So he's come out at number 11. Ibrahim in again. Full this time. Chipped around the corner. No, yes, no.
That should be a single there, but Atiq's...
Atiq sent Dash back.
I think was Atiq not aware? Or is this something to do with the finger again? Maybe he doesn't want to face the pace.
It was definitely a run.
But I must say it's a good first ball to a number 11, that Ibrahim.
Yeah, right on the toes. Okay, in comes Ibrahim. Tavora.
Again, on the money.
Got an edge.
On the money.
No. Computer says no.
Great bowling from Ibrahim.
Big shout. If it was it couldn't have been anything but bat if it hit anything, but the umpire said no. One ball left of the Ibrahim over. This is his 7th. He's got 2 wickets already. 24 have come from it. Shorter this time.
Well played from Dash.
Well defended. End of the 35th over. KCC 159 for the loss of 9 wickets. Up at the hill, another wicket has fallen. Pakistan Association Cricket Club 138 for 9.
As we said, it seems to be going.
Every time a wicket is taken here at KCC,
There's a wicket up at the hill.
up a wicket up at the hill. It's just fallen, and it looks like the
Did Rian Wanzil pick up his first wicket?
he has one batted come. Just having a look at Rian Wanzil.
This is his first game for HKCC.
We've got no statistics, so
Let's see previous teams. Yep, first game for first wicket for HKCC.
okay. Wood continues. A nice little defence from.
Well handled that by
Atiq.
Atiq again. Solid in his two-handed defence.
The breeze is
Getting a
really
bit
starting to
windy
pick
there.
up. Our little commentary tent's getting buffeted. Full this time.
Dawood trying to entice him in, looping it up. Tell him in. Take
Atiq
me
is
on.
not
Take
interested.
me on.
Just chips it away. Down to Ali here. Ali in a gully. A nice forward defence again.
At the risk of the commentator's curse again, Atiq could do this all day.
You said that, not mate. You've already got the Pasco to worry about.
I'm staying away from him for the next month.
That's another nice little defence from Atiq. He doesn't look like he's interested in running or scoring, just blocking him out. Which would make sense if Parth Bhagwat was still up the other end, but given that the young fella,
Yeah.
Atiq really needs to take the lead here. Let's put a few more runs on the board. Full again, one-handed,
That
back
should
to the
been-
bowler.
That could have been put up. That ball could have seen a few runs.
Not when you bat one-handed.
Yeah. But I'm with you. I think at this stage, Atiq needs to take the lead now.
Nothing to lose. Tail enders are in. Blocking out the next 14 overs isn't going to prove anything, but he did.
You want to get the KCC as close to 200 as possible. At least get up above 180, 190.
And that needs putting runs on the board, not dots, but that's the end of the 36th over. Kowloon Cricket Club 159 for the loss of 9 wickets.
And up at HKCC, it's all over.
All over.
Did Rian Wanzil just take his second wicket?
I think he must have. Just have a look at the scoreboard.
Yes, he did. 2 for 9 in 3.
Well, he's a breakout star for Hong Kong Cricket Club.
If we've learned anything today, that might just mean that we have something coming here at the KCC.
Yes, indeed. The 10th wicket fallen. Pakistan Association Cricket Club is all out for 139. Hong Kong Cricket Club will need 140 for victory.
And Ibrahim coming into Darsh here.
Oh,
and that's
got an edge.
that's
He's
it.
given it. Yes, that's it. There it is. The
What
Titanic
are the odds?
curse is hit again. KCC all out for 159. Dashvora caught behind. Didn't trouble the scorers. Out for a duck.
20 more than Pakistan have got up there, but
United Services Recreation Club will need 160 for victory. It shouldn't be too hard, but the bowling attack for KCC is
one of the
top
better
class.
ones. Yeah, absolutely. Especially with the spearheaded by Jay Davidson, who the Namibian nightmare, as we call him.
Nightmare.
And Atik with his wily bowling.
Well, we'll have to see if Atik's not injured, the way he was playing with that one hand. But if he's not, both him and Davidson should be able to trouble the USRC batters.
I actually think we will see Davidson and Dersh Vora open up the bowling, and we'll have. But that is a brilliant comeback from USRC. They were 50. KC were 49 for no loss at the end of
55 by no loss. Yeah.
And
so
then
all out for 159. Anyway, that brings up the innings break. We will be back here at Kowloon Cricket Club for the exciting run chase. USRC needing 160 for victory. Welcome back to Kowloon Cricket Club for the exciting run chase here. It's Aaron Bush, joined by Chico from KCC. 160 on the board. Is that going to be enough? 159 on the board. USRC chasing 160 for victory. Is that enough?
You would think not, especially when you win the toss and choose to bat first. But with this bowling lineup and Namibia Nightmare having his tail up, anything can go.
Well,
KCC do have a few stalwarts in there.
We had a chat to one of the umpires in the break, and the pitch is doing a fair bit. And there's a bit of spin and movement for the pace bowlers.
We had an injury update, and yep, as we guessed, the Deke has a broken thumb.
Yep, he was batting like someone with a broken hand, but apparently he will try to bowl. It's all strapped up. Here's the first delivery. Jay Davidson coming in from the Kowloon Cricket Club. Oh, it's a drive.
Oh, well fielded.
Yeah,
well fielded by Simo.
That was hit
gonna
hard.
sting.
Stopped what would have been a certain 4.
But when you're defending 159, this is what you need. You need your fielders right up there.
KCC starting with their 2 out, 1 and a wideish deep square leg and a wideish deep third. 2 slips in. Davidson bowling around the wicket. It's wrapped on the pads. Another dot ball.
Haskell will have a huge part to play in the second innings as well, along with Jay Davidson, with all the bowlers. Have they started up at Hong Kong Cricket Club?
Looks like they may have taken lunch break early. Here we're continuing on. Lunch break is at 1:30, so there's only a 10-minute innings change. We will be stopping again in about 39 minutes. Davidson in for his 3rd delivery. Polish on leg stump. They've gone for a quick single. If it hits, it's
And is that...
Yes, it's given. Yes,
that's
correct
the youngster
hit.
Path Bhagwat can do no wrong here today.
He's having a
Look at
huge
that.
game. Path Bhagwat picks it up, hits the stumps in 1. We knew if it hit, it was out, and that is exactly what KCC needed.
And that's the back of Ibrahim without facing a ball.
It's a diamond duck. And you don't see them often, especially in Premier League. Very unfortunate for him. Run out without facing a ball. United Services Recreation Club are no runs, 1 wicket down. This is interesting now.
Just
That's
what the KCC needed.
First over, 3 balls in.
Let's take a minute to admire that throw, that pick up and throw from the youngster.
That was just amazing. I mean, he's having a day out, a maiden half century on debut, and with 3 balls into the fielding innings, gets a wicket, gets KCC underway with a run out.
As flat as you like, great pickup, great throw, and that's what you want to see your youngsters bring in, that extra bit of energy, that oomph factor.
Absolute game changer it could well be. If that had missed the stumps, that scampered through for a single, completely different story. Brings out Khan, who bowled exceptionally well for USRC.
He led from the front with the ball.
Now what can he do with the bat? Facing a fired up Jay Davidson. He's now going to go over the wicket to the right-hander.
It's identical field setup.
2 slips.
Wide third man. In a squarish fine leg.
Not sure if that's a finish square leg or a squarish fine leg. It's an interesting position. It's there down Calcorda for catch, I guess. Short delivery. Davidson in, 4th delivery of the first over. Shortish. He's had him prodding outside off.
It's a great start from David. It's a great start from the KCC here.
4 dots and a wicket to start with. Had Khan prodding outside off. The ball was just too good to be hit.
It's a bit of Arnold Schwarzenegger and Danny DeVito there when you have Mo Khan next to Jay Davidson.
Indeed, the ball sitting down there at long off. Davidson in, 5th delivery, shorter again, defended.
Hitting
Dot.
that shorter good length area, getting the batsman to play.
Forcing to play, otherwise that's going to cop it in the ribs. Davidson in from the restaurant and final delivery of the first over.
Oh, well left that. Great over. Great start for the KCC.
That's a great first over. 1 over done. USRC 0 runs on the board, 1 wicket down.
This is a very tricky period of play. It's one of those when you're watching a test match and it's the end of the day's play and the team has to come out to bat. It's just before lunch. What's USRC's mindset? Are they going there saying, let's not lose a wicket till lunch, let's do this?
35 minutes to go, already lost a wicket. It'll be right now. Atik with the busted thumb. Looks like he's coming on to bowl. See how that works out.
Yeah.
It's going to make it difficult to control if you can't put the thumb anywhere near it. But looks like he's going to grind on, just like he did when he was batting. And Muhammad
Pascal
on
going from
strike.
mid-on to mid-on.
Lots of field shuffles. Deep third, and Jay Davidson moving down to
Durst
long
taking
on.
fine leg. Got the Namibian Nightmare coming just right in front of us here.
Rest near the water bottle. Okay.
Yep, here he is, the Namibian Nightmare, up close and personal. And yep, the mo has gone.
Yeah, it's now turned into a beard. Anyway, a tick in, first delivery. It's outside
Ooh.
off. It's well played. That's probably going to race away to the boundary for 4. That gets USRC on the board. 4 runs for Umar Muhammad, the left-hander. Very nice stroke. Just out there past point. No coverage between the fielders. On the board, 4 runs.
It's probably a bit of a looser from Atik there. It's not usually how he goes.
He's got the double trouble of a left-hander and a broken thumb. Here he comes in, second delivery. Full, outside off again, catch, it's out!
That's it, on the money!
There it is. First ball went for 4, the second one. Diving catch there at the gully area. It was
Looks like Wakat's Bakat's taken that.
Yeah, perfect hands. He's not going to drop those. It was a tough catch.
One of the best catches in Hong Kong.
Yeah, diving forward. Brilliant catch. Now the pressure is on. 2 wickets have fallen. USRC 4.
And all of a sudden, this 159 looks like 259.
It's game on. The whole don't lose any wickets before the lunch break at 1:30 is out the door. USRC have lost 2 in 2 overs. Well, we're only done 1.2 overs.
8 balls, 1 boundary, 2 wickets.
It's all going on.
It's all happening.
Teek's proven he doesn't matter if he's got a broken thumb. He's going to fire it in there and get a wicket. Gets KCC on the board.
And who do we have come up to bat here? Hayat. Zakir Hayat.
Just got a WhatsApp for my normal partner in crime, Matt Botfield, who's in Australia at the moment. He's watching the Premier League on a big screen.
How you going, Matty?
Well, I hope you're enjoying the weather. It's probably a bit warmer there than it is here today. It's a bit cool.
And hope
19
I'm
degrees.
doing a decent job of filling in for you, Matty.
Yeah.
We do miss you out here at the commentary booth.
He may never come back. We'll just have to leave Chico in the commentary box. Anyway, the new batsman is out. It looks like Hayat is taking strike. Atik in. On the money again. It's going down
Just
leg,
down
called
leg
wide.
side.
It was a Yorker length ball. Just sprayed it down leg. Another run on the board for USRC. Now they will be praying not to lose another wicket before lunch. We're 32 minutes away.
All of a sudden, that becomes a very
Okay,
long
it's-
30 minutes.
It's not higher. We got Wakas Khan listed as batting.
Appreciate the compliment, Butters. Oh, well done from Atik there. Once he gets his lines and lengths, Atik does not miss. He does not miss. I call him the Brown McGrath.
You've been calling him a lot of things today. West Indian, one-handed number 7. He's having a
He's an all-rounder. He's a man of the world.
one thumb Atik. He's bowling very well at the moment. Comes in shorter this time.
Right back
defended.
on that length. Right back on that length. He's found his length. It's going to be a very tricky period now for the USRC. The next 30 minutes.
They can't afford to lose any more wickets before lunch. That's a given. And he's going to have to grind out the next 31 minutes.
suddenly runs do not become as important because it's a long game. Like we said, it's a 50 over game. They have plenty of time, plenty of balls to face.
Fatigue again. Fuller this time going down leg.
Ooh.
Not called.
That took the pad on the way. We have Ezaz and Atko in slips. Just again, safe pair of hands.
Marcus Khan asking the umpire why wasn't
Back
that
at
wide.
that point.
Umpire didn't move. One more delivery in the second over. And he comes shorter this time. Oh, he's wrapped him on the pads. I think that's too high. He was
Looked
forward.
a bit high.
And great over.
I think you're on the money there. Looked a bit high, but yeah, brilliant over after that first ball. Great comeback.
Yep. Boundary. But then a wicket. That's the end of the second over. United Services Recreation Club 5 for the loss of 2 wickets, needing 160 for victory. Jay Davidson to continue from the restaurant end. Khan on strike, yet to trouble the scorers from the 3 balls he's faced. In comes Davidson over the wicket, just on the length. Khan's just gone like a tick there, one-handed defence shot. Don't think he's got a broken thumb. He's just leaning forward and dropped the bottom hand off. Lots of chatter from the KCC fielders up and about in the field.
That is one thing you will see with this KCC unit, especially with Chris Carter behind the stops. There will be a lot of chatter. He will not let the energy levels drop.
Here comes Davidson again. Short again, outside
Right
off,
there, brilliant.
left. Skidding on. Sometimes it looks like it's a little short and it's going to bounce high up and rear up, but it's only just going above wicket height when it skids through.
Should we just have a quick glance at what's happening
What's
up
happening
in
at
Sydney?
the SCG?
Just when you want the phone to work.
Yeah,
You know how these
nothing's
things
loading.
happen.
We'll
Yep.
get it after this delivery. Davidson in again. First over was a maiden with a run out. He's had 2 dot balls so far.
So the brilliant ball.
No.
South Africa 65 for 1. They trail by 155 with a minimum of 23 overs to play. So Australia need 9 more wickets in 23 overs.
South Africa should be able to grind that out. I say should. Sometimes they
Looks like the
collapse.
looks like the captain got out early doors once again.
Sometimes a fragile batting lineup for South Africa. Something they need to work on. Davidson in again. This will be his 4th delivery of his second over. And yes,
Oh,
again, troubling.
once again, the hands coming off the bat.
It's interesting. Maybe. I don't think Khan's got an injury, but
No, but Davidson's getting that right bounce. Sam.
Yep.
He's hitting that right length.
probably jarring a bit as well with the pace. But USRC are doing the right thing here. Dot balls, fine. 47 overs to go. Runs aren't that important. It's keeping the wickets. Davidson in again. Outside
Yeah.
off, left.
Great stuff this from Davidson. 11 balls, all 11 have been on the money.
All been dots.
All been dots. One resulting in a run out thanks to Pat Bagwa, the young superstar on debut.
He's on track for a man of the match.
Absolutely.
But it all depends
He's
on...
a handy bowler as well.
Might have to give him a bowl just to get a wicket. Get the trifecta. A run out, a wicket and 50. In comes Davidson. Final delivery of this over.
Oh.
Outside off. He's troubled. Too good. Beaten.
Too good from Jay. It's another maiden. Back-to-back maidens for Jay Davidson.
That's the end of the 3rd over. United Services Recreation Club. 5 runs, 2 wickets lost. Khan seems a little upset at himself out there. Smacks his pad with his bat. Maybe
I think he's a bit annoyed that he was just trying to fish outside off somewhere else. Better leave
prodding.
him alone.
Wasn't any need. It's a good way to get out, and that's about it. Atik to continue. His broken thumb. Got a wicket in his first over with a brilliant catch from Wakas Baka, diving forward after being hit for 4. Iqbal in, A good length. It's going down leg again.
That's
it's
a
called a
wide.
wide.
That's a wide.
He's got the length right for the Yorkers, but he's spraying him down leg occasionally. That ball was 2 or 3 inches across to the off stump, just on the leg, middle leg. That really troubled the batter. Just got to get the line correct, and he might be on the money. Rebowl the first delivery. Well, shorter this time. It's cut through the offside between.
Chasing it and
They
Wakas.
should cut it off.
Yep.
Yeah, jumped inside after spilling over to the rope. 2 runs, well run.
Wakas is like a gazelle when he's running across the surface there. So smooth and fast.
Saved 2 runs. Most of the shots we've seen out to this boundary have gone for 4 if they've been hit through the field. Very difficult to stop them on the short boundary. Iqbal again. Shigeno coming forward.
Interesting that from Wakas Khan.
Coming down the wicket. Taking the leg, the LBW out of play.
And see Carter calling for the helmet straight away.
He's going to go up to the
He's going
stumps.
straight up to the stumps. Good move that by Carter.
Yeah. It's needed after Wakas Khan went for a wander down the
Because I think Wakas has
pitch.
been targeting that deep mid wicket, going down the wicket. But yep, very good move here by Carter.
Stop the swimming pool 6. Slight delay while keeper Carter puts his helmet on. End of the over, I'll tell you a story about Chris Carter in the Premier League final. It's quite amusing.
Oh, I thought you were going to tell me a story about one of his nights out, because there's plenty of those. I'm not sure they're appropriate.
No, we don't talk about those things. No, this was a game of cricket. But anyway, Iqbal in again. Fuller length this
look at
time.
that. Ooh.
The question was asked.
Oh,
Move
good
forward
hands from
again.
Carter, that.
Yeah, that was the idea. Keep Wakas Khan in his crease. Fuller length that time from Atik. If he gets one quick enough and skids through, LBW is definitely in play. Leaving Dan Pascoe in the field, is it?
Atko's come out a slip.
It was Atkinson moved across. Still got a
It's come out a second slip.
into a catching position on the leg side. Tick in again, full on the pads.
Bowling.
Cheer on from the big Namibian Nightmare down here at deep third.
Intimidating presence, that is.
The 2 quicks supporting each other. 2 balls left in this over.
It's been a good over so far.
I feel like there might be a wicket coming. He's bowling on the spot. There's a little to the left outside.
Well taken by Cards, that.
Very difficult to be keeping up fast bowler. Especially anything that gets blinded by the batter.
But I tell you, there was a school of thought back in the day where the keeper stood up to a fast ball, it would hurt his ego. But I see a lot of value in that, actually. And this just goes to show, because you give the ball more time to do things off the wicket. And
again, left outside, off, end of the over. United Services Recreation Club 8 for the loss of 2 after 4.
Back to that Chris Carter
So
story.
in the Premier League T20 final, where the commentary box was behind the stumps, so I couldn't see. The bowler was coming in, and so Chris had his back to me. And he bowled in, and batter has gone down the wicket. Chris's hands had flummoxed around like an octopus. Then the lights have lit up, and it's a stumping.
Okay.
And I've asked him, what happened? He goes, it hit me in the belly and bounced off onto the stumps. I went, that's got to be a Carter stumping if ever I've heard of it. Anyway, Jay Davidson continuing from the restaurant end. It's on the
Another
toes,
dot.
that one.
Another dot.
He's racking them up. That
Jay-
is 13 dots in a row.
Jay Davidson going one better to Akbar, as Akbar did to the KCC batters here.
Yep. Just a grind. Just
13 dots in a row.
It's going to be playing on the USRC batters' minds, these constant dot balls. They've managed to get 8 runs off Atik.
It's been 2 scoring shots all game. 3.
There's been 2 wides in the 8.
2 scoring shots. A boundary and the 2.
Yep. Shorter this time from Davidson. You know what that was? That was a dot.
Yeah.
14 in a row. I think we'll just keep counting them until there's a run scored.
This is a bit like when Atkinson was batting. You know what that was? How do you score his runs? Let me guess. Boundary. Here we have Jay just
4,
piling
4,
on
6,
the dots.
4. And then
Piling
dot,
on the
dot, dot.
dots. Being well supported and well backed by the fielders. You feel that something's got to give here.
Yep. Either there's going to be runs or there is going to be a
And that's
wicket.
Bath. You're not running to Bath after what happened in that first over. You are not taking him on.
Khan very wisely back into his crease. He is coming forward a bit as well. I'm not sure Chris can keep to Davidson.
Well, I'm not sure it's a good idea coming forward to Davidson as well, just with the bounce, the extra bounce he gets because of his way he releases the ball and his height. Plus to add the pace on, it's not much. If anything, the ball will probably go straight up in the air.
Right on the toes, that one, Foolish. Oh, there's a quick run.
Oh,
Mo Khan just missed the stumps. That's it for the dots.
That's it, yep.
We've
First
broken
runs off Jay Davidson.
combo breaker. After 15 straight dot balls, a single has been scored. Brings Wakas Khan on strike. He's 2 off 10 balls. That was actually, so that was Wakas Khan on strike, sorry. Now it's Wakas Khan
on strike now. Yeah.
That was the first run for
Akbar.
Off 13 deliveries. He bowled well, he bowled lots of dots and then batted lots of dots. Davidson in, 2 balls left in this over. Shorter this time, down leg, it's called wide. Hey. After 13 dots, Jay's given up 2 runs now. He has to re-bowl that 5th delivery of his 3rd over. 19 minutes to lunch here at KCC.
USRC have done a good job of grinding it out after the loss of those first 2 wickets.
Would have been a risky run. Back to the dots. Jay's straying a little on leg at the moment, and much like the KCC innings, there's not a lot of coverage here on the leg side. The commentary tent is in play. If anything's loose, short on the leg side.
And from what I know about Wakas Khan, he does like this area. But I'm not sure he'll be eyeing it up when they're 10 for 2 and 4.
Exactly. And it's just trickled around the corner for a single.
And that keeps him on strike to face the teak.
That's the end of the 5th over. United Services Recreation Club 11 for the loss of 2 wickets. $18 minutes to the lunch break.
Probably get into 3 overs.
We've been 23 minutes. I've bowled 5 overs, 3 or 4 overs left, I think, maximum. A tick to continue from the Page Hotel's end.
Yeah,
Pushing forward. Dot
right
ball.
on that line.
Nice shot from Wakas Khan defending. Maybe after lunch the Veggie Kingdom signs will be in play for the big sixes, but I don't think for the next 16 or so minutes USRC are going to be swinging the bat too much, especially against bowlers of the like of Atik.
Ooh, well bowled, Atiki, well kept.
Again, Chris Carter's up to stumps to stop Wakas Khan wandering down the pitch. Atik Foolish on the pads.
Well bowled, good change that. Looked like a bit of a slower ball as well. Good variation that from Atik.
Wakas Khan did well to keep it out.
Did well not to get tempted as well. Could easily have just tempted himself into that heave.
Atkinson in there close for anything that pops up on the leg side. Shorter this time from Atik, outside off. Dot ball. Much tidier than the first over.
Absolutely.
On the last, got a wicket in the first.
And rushing through this over, it's what?
Maybe they want to get extra overs in, maybe get a wicket before lunch. Down to 15 minutes before the lunch interval. Tick in. Again, outside off.
Well
it's
played,
punched.
well
It's
played.
going to have to be cut off by Wakas Bakat.
Great
Well
fielding, well fielded, and just the
Just
single.
the single.
Saving 3 runs there for KCC.
Said it earlier, how usually if it's punched out here on this side of the ground, it just runs away to the boundary, but Wakas Bakat was on that like a hare, just jumped down there to save 3 runs in the end. Brings Akbar Khan on strike. 1 off 13. He's in no hurry. Last delivery for the third over for Atik Iqbal. Bowling well considering he's got a broken thumb.
Absolutely, couldn't agree more. It's quite impressive from him.
Oh yes, wrapped him under pads. I think that's it. The thigh pad is Kevin out
He's
though.
given it.
Yeah, he was
And
pushing
that's the
forward.
End of Akbar. I feel like he was held back a bit.
He's not happy with the decision. Very slowly walking off, but if the finger goes up,
You've got to go.
that's out. USRC, third wicket falls. Only 12 on the board.
Very
Still
well.
20 minutes away from the lunch interval.
Very well bowled from Atik that.
We just said he's bowling brilliantly with his busted thumb wrapped on the pads. Umpire's finger went up. LBW. That's the second wicket.
I feel like he was caught on the crease there.
Yeah.
Let's have a look at the replay if it comes up.
Just looking at the worm on the screen at the moment. And we're just having a quick replay here of the Iqbal LBW.
Yep, caught on the crease.
Oh, yeah, it wasn't as high as I thought.
Yeah.
Finger went up. We're watching from behind the umpire there.
It was around the knee roll, caught on the crease. I think not that way, not that far to go for the ball, and might be a good decision in the end. That.
Yeah. Whether it's a good or not decision, it is
It's
out.
out. It is
and
out.
It did look a lot closer than what we can see here.
And
on
all of
the
a sudden,
side.
they are in a lot of trouble.
A lot of strife. 12 on the board, 3 wickets down, only 6 overs gone. That was the end of the Atik Iqbal over. So Jay Davidson will be continuing from the restaurant, and
We'll definitely get one more over of Atik in, I think, before lunch.
Wakas Khan on strike. Left outside
well
off.
left.
Almost decided, wanted to have a prod at it and decided not to. We've got Akbar Hussain listed up on the scoreboard at the non-striker's end. Davidson in again to Wakas Khan. Again outside off, trying to tempt the batter. Wakas Khan's having nothing of it. Leaves it through to the keeper. Another dot ball.
20 balls. 18 of them have been dots.
Just a couple stray balls at the end of the last over, but everything else has been incredibly tidy from Jay Davidson. It's the pressure that builds on USRC. Dot, 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 then the wickets come at the other end. Davidson in. Again outside
once
off.
Again,
Ooh.
that line, that length.
Wakas Khan waved the bat at it, then tucked it away.
He's showing the patience that's required of them. Yeah, 12 for 3. They can't afford to lose another wicket before lunch.
I know, they sound like a broken record.
Yeah,
Don't lose any more wickets before lunch.
don't.
They've lost 3. Cannot lose a 4th.
At the break, this seemed like it would be a walk in the park for the USRC. It's an uphill task. It's walking down the
Foolish.
wicket. Well driven.
Well fielded.
Well fielded that by
Cut off.
Dan.
And Pascoe cutting it off.
One of the
stopping a
elderly
set and four.
statesmen of the team. Yeah, look at it, leading by example, showing them how it's done.
Gets a pat on the back. Job well done. Mokan, who's actually got a rocket arm. He's fielding in close, but if he's out on the fence, just a rocket arm. You don't run on it. 2 more deliveries in the J. Davidson 4th over.
Brings Aftab Hussain to face his first ball of the day.
Short.
Ooh.
Oh, a bit of chin
Welcome.
music there.
Welcome to the crease, young fella.
Yep. Hello. Umpire signal the first one over the shoulder. And yes, that was going through it. That was chin music, that one. First we've seen of the day, to be honest.
Yep. It's
Probably
nice from Jay.
unexpected. Yeah. So,
What's he
Another
gonna
dot ball.
follow up with? I'd like to see something on more of a fullish length now. Just get it up in his pads. The traditional 1-2 punch from a fast bowler.
oh, he's got an edge.
That's
It's
it.
caught.
Fuller
Yes,
and
it's
in.
out.
It's
Yes,
worked.
the finger goes up. Yes, chin music first, then a edge to Chris Carter. That is the end.
Soften him up,
of
fuller delivery,
Hussain.
get the edge.
Out for
Classic.
a duck. That's the second duck of the innings.
Classic fast bowling, that.
USRC in all kinds of trouble. 13 runs on the board, 4 wickets down. Still 9 minutes to the lunch break. Well, KCC, when they went into the sheds at 159 on the board, they would have been a little worried. That should have been a target easily chased down. But now the bowlers are doing the damage. 4 wickets in only 7 overs. And only 13 runs on the board.
Yeah,
Gee,
boy,
what's
that's the most
going on,
important. That's 13 runs on the board. It's almost like that BBL game. What was that? 15 all out earlier this
Yeah, Sydney Thunder,
yeah.
all out for 15. I think USRC
But-
might grind a little bit that's that, but
But in saying that, I don't think this is the batter's fault. It's just been exceptional bowling from these two.
just on the length. We just knew it was coming. Chin
Yeah.
music first,
That was-
and then outside. That's the ones that Waqas Khan were leaving because
Yeah.
he knew they were outside off. But the new batter, Hussain, got suckered in to prodding outside off, gets the edge. Jay Davidson gets the wicket. Chris Carter gets the catch, and that's the end of the 7th over. And KCC going to continue with their 1-2 punch of Jay Davidson and Atiq Iqbal. Iqbal coming in from the Page Hotel
And
10.
we have Awais Mohammed coming to bat. And he's on, it's Waqas Khan on
Waqas
strike.
Khan on strike. The only one
To
that's
Atiq Iqbal, the only one that's grinding it out here.
Yeah, he's
It's 5
got-
off 21, 5 off 22
there's
now.
3 extras. He's got 5 runs and there's 5 runs from others.
Yeah.
But he's the only one that's looked solid. He's not playing at balls that aren't needed to be played. He's defending what needs to be.
He's kept his discipline.
Yeah, and it's just his partners have fallen by the wayside at a regular rate. Only the 7th over, the 8th over, 4 down already. All on the shoulders of Waqas Khan now to save the USRC innings. Iqbal in. Oof, on the pads, tickled around the corner.
Bowled
Yeah. Again, getting support from the
from his fellow fast bowler,
Jay Davidson down
partner
here.
in crime.
Deep third.
He's got his tail up as well now, Jay, after
Yeah.
that. He deserved a wicket. He had it coming.
He did. That was his first wicket because the other wicket was a run out. 2 wickets for Atiq Iqbal. And he comes on the pads round the corner.
Straight
His
to
coverage
Dosh.
there.
Oh.
Oh, he stopped it with his shin.
That was a bit of a shit.
It bounced on him just as it arrived, and it
Probably came a lot faster than he
did.
anticipated.
It was very well
Caught him
hit.
off guard. Well
if he
done.
wasn't standing exactly where he was, that would have been 4. Just jumped up on him at the last moment, copped him on the shins. I know how he feels.
Yeah.
I got one on the shins myself down here in the commentary tent. Shake it off. Get ready to have a bowl in the second spells.
As Taylor Swift said, shake it off.
Yes.
Shake it off.
We should see him. That's Dash down there, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, we should see him probably after lunch. So you continue with Atiq and Davidson until then. Atiq in. That's a shorter
loose
one.
shot,
It's
that.
missed
Loose
hit.
shot from Awais Mohammed Jr. It's not what they need at this moment. Trying to counter punch, but might not be the right idea.
No Khan, his eyes lit up there, but
Yeah.
just fell short.
I think KCC would like seeing that. They'd like seeing more of that.
Yeah, well, if he's going to have a go, the wickets will be available.
I'm not sure his batting partner will be too happy with that stroke
it's
though.
Interesting first
First ball.
ball strike. That's shorter. It's tripped down here towards
And gathered up by the Namibian Nightmare.
it's Jay Davidson saved me having to field that one. It was coming straight towards the commentary tent. And
is that the end of the
I
over?
think there's one ball
Oh, no,
left
one
to
ball
come.
left.
He's just having a
Atik
chat.
wants to change something up. Yup.
Atkinson gets moved around again. No, it goes back again.
Oh, he's bringing
Oh, there's a lot going on.
bringing Simo around. So he's got a catching mid-wicket, and now I think he's got a catching cover. And he's going to keep hitting that length.
That's a
Interesting.
very aggressive field. I
Yeah.
mean, you would at 4 for 15. Final delivery of the Iqbal over coming up. Lots of catching opportunities, but also a lot of scoring opportunities.
Absolutely.
For
But he has to get
Khan.
it
He just has
spot
to
on now.
find the gaps.
And he
outside
has.
off.
Yep. Well
End of the
ball.
over. That's 8 overs done. United Service Recreation Club 15 for the loss of 4, chasing 159 for victory.
And Jason Davidson to probably bowl the last over before lunch.
Yep, 5 minutes to the lunch interval.
Mo Khan doing a good job of keeping the ball shiny on one side.
A good old
Hard at
shine
work.
there.
Hard
Working
at
the
work.
hamstring out.
With 6 balls to go, the broken record's going to come back. They
Yeah, they
really do not want to lose.
really do not need to lose
And
another wicket.
What worries me is the just having Awais on strike. The way he approached Atik, if he approaches Jay that way,
Yeah.
we are likely to see 1 or 2 opportunities come this over.
In comes Davidson. This is his 5th over. Shortish.
Yeah, well played. Well played. See out the over, mate.
Yep. Dot balls will be good for USRC. Just grind out the over. No swing in the bat with anything outside off, which is what Davidson attempts people to do, and did in the last over.
I feel like Jay here will give him 1 ball, which will tempt him to drive.
We're going to see some chin music again.
I think he might repeat his 1-2 punch.
Yeah, it worked last over. In comes Davidson. Shortish
Yeah.
again, but outside off. Well left by Mohammed. That's a much better style than the first shot he played.
It's a very interesting first shot, that.
It was very interesting. It's a very nice word for it, to be honest. But now he's looking much more like what he should be doing, leaving it outside off, defending what needs to be defended, and get through to the lunch interval. Davidson in. Again. Again,
very
tempting him
interesting.
outside.
Moved away
off.
and then just prodded at it.
Don't hang your bat outside off.
Not to
Awas.
Jay, mate.
No.
Not to anyone, in fact.
No, it's dangerous. It's how wickets fall. Anyway, up on the hill, the Pakistan Association Cricket Club versus HKCC. The HKCC run chase has begun. They need 140 for victory. Currently 14 for the loss of no wickets. Martin Kutsa and Adik Gorawara are in for HKCC.
And Kutsa doing what Kutsa does best.
Yeah, he's a bit like Mo Khan.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, that's
Oh,
right
there
on the
it
toes.
is. Got the bat down. His feet don't seem to be moving much.
Using the bat only.
Yep. We had one-handed Atik, and now we've got standstill Awais.
Concrete shoes it was.
Concrete shoes, yep. He's got them Dutch wooden pegs on.
Well, all he's got to do, grind out 2 more balls. So, it's a small possibility we'll get another over in. It's only 128 at the moment. Forced to defend, another dot ball.
1 left.
So far, Jay Davidson, this is his 5th over, 2 maidens, 1 wicket, 4 runs.
Been brilliant.
Yeah.
And it's just what you want to see when you choose to bat first and you get bundled out for 159.
Yep.
You want your bowlers to just set the tone.
When you look at Atik Iqbal's 4 overs, 2 wickets for 11 runs, and you go, that's amazing, but
Then you look at Jay.
Jay's even more miserly. Final delivery of the Davidson over, shorter length.
And that
defended.
would be the last ball before lunch.
Are they
Nope,
calling
they're
lunch?
running across. They're running across.
Looking to get another over in.
there's one more
It's
over
only
coming in.
129.
We have Waqas Khan on strike. It would be some blow for KCC if they can get Waqas here before lunch.
That's the wicket they need.
That
He's
is the
looking
one
pretty
they
solid.
need.
Atik to continue. Waqas 6 runs off 25 balls. Strike rate of 24, but that doesn't matter. Strike rate's irrelevant.
Yeah, absolutely.
Keeping the wickets all important. Final over before lunch. In comes Atik. Volley again round the corner.
Straight down Dersh's throat. Yep. Straight to Dersh. Well fielded.
Just a single.
Oh, this could be interesting.
Yeah.
Because we've seen how Owace handled Jay and how he's approached Teak.
Yeah.
He might fancy a few runs here.
Atik just straying down leg a few times. Whereas Jay's just been off stump, off stump, off stump. Shorter this time.
Right to Atko.
Yep. Atik bowls that short. Atko might need a helmet. If Awas could get it out of the middle. He wound up on it.
He's not thinking about lunch. He's not thinking 4 balls here. He's thinking runs.
No, he
He's
seems to
thinking
like
runs.
Atik's bowling. He was much more defensive against Jay Davidson.
Yep.
Atik bowling shorter. This one fuller again. Or on the thigh pad. It's trickled round the corner.
Was that no shot offered? Yep.
No
Dead
shot
ball,
offered.
No shot offered.
No run.
No run that. I think that's a fair call from John Prakash.
Yep. Just came off the thigh pad. So he'll go back. Awas will be back on strike.
No shot.
Atik in again.
Oh, look at
wound
that.
up on it.
Why? That's not, no, mate. Wakas needs to have a word here with his batting partner. That's not what you need here. Almost just got
Awas is
right
not
through.
interested in just grinding out to lunch, is he? He's going for glory.
Slow. Oh,
That was a
takes
slower
long.
ball.
He said,
Out of
"You
the back of
wanna
the hand."
Have a go.
Yeah.
Right. 1 ball left here.
Final ball before lunch.
See what happens.
Bowl.
Yes, I
What's
think
he
they're trying
got?
to entice him again. Oh, well played that by
That's the
Owace.
first time he's defended all
Yeah.
over. And that'll be lunch
That'll be
here
lunch
at
and-
Gillon Cricket Club. United Services Recreation Club in all sorts of strife. 16 runs, 4 wickets. KCC, you'd say, are well on top here after 10 overs.
Have to agree with that, Aaron. Have to agree with that. There's no two ways about it. And just what KCC wanted before the break, what USRC absolutely did not want. It all started with Bhat Bhagwat. He ended it and he started it.
That is it. We're 10 overs done, 40 overs left after the lunch break. Now, Chica, you're heading off now in the lunch break.
I will be heading off shortly. I might see you for a bit after lunch and then
If
head
you're
off.
not back, we thank you very much for
I
joining me.
hope you all enjoyed the few tidbits and
Expert comments, very much
been a
appreciated.
pleasure. Thank you, Aaron.
And we'll be back here at KCC after the lunch break. after this delivery. It's hit well.
Nice off the middle there. That looks like it's
going all the way.
Great shot. Great way to get off the mark.
Atkinson gets off the mark with a 4.
Short. And changes. Blocking the cover and point. Third man coming wider. Even taken out. Telling.
They're two of the longest boundaries that they're standing on as well, so there's not a lot of protection on the short boundary, especially down towards us here in the commentary tent. Ali again.
That is a cracking shot. Absolutely.
In Western Australia, yep.
But will we see some more traditional cricket here from Atkinson?
The gap here near the 4-4, 6-4.